すごいにゃ。 Boy fucking howdy. Boy howdy, everybody. Hello. How's it going, guys? Hi. What's good? What's poppin'? Happy fucking Monday, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's another Monday. What is this shit? What is this shit? Where what happened to the weekend, guys? Guys, what happened to the weekend? Where did it go? Like what happened? I feel like I opened my eyes, a weekend happened, and then closed my eyes and it was Monday already. What the fuck? Hi, how's everybody? My goodness, guys. Went by way too fast. Same here. Yeah, dude, I have no fucking idea what happened. I mean, like, to be fair, I think I slept all Sunday. Like, I don't think I got out of bed Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. I think I just napped the whole fucking day. And then I woke up and I was like, huh,
Hi,
it's Monday
Maki.
already?
How are you?
Jesus.
Are you ready to huff some paint?
I am ready to huff some paint. Are you guys ready to huff some paint? I spent enough time last time we streamed huffing glue, and now I think it's time for some paint huffing. What's good, guys? Woohoo, paint! And I because I said I was gonna prime this on Monday or on the weekend, I fucking didn't, and I just primed it, and everything smells like spray paint right now. How's your guys' weekend? You donated blood and built an IKEA bed? Yo!
Hi,
Corsander!
Maki. I wanted to make sure I came before you disappeared for a little bit.
Yo! Thank you so much for the 7 months. Holy shit, dude. Thank you. Also, Robo Nubatron, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you, guys. Jesus. That's awesome. Thank you. You went to a concert? Yo, that sounds sweet. See anybody cool? Oh, wait, you were saying that you were gonna go see, it was like a metal band. It was like a Viking pirate metal band or something? Viking metal band? Something like that. I think I remember that. Barely avoided being in a car accident. Oh, I feel like that happens to me several times a day, but everyone who drives in my city drives like ass. Unleash the Archers and Powerwolf. Yo, that's sick, dude. Nice. You got an RX 78 3.0 MG in addition to a Zeta for Cobb. Bro, dropping some dollar bills. Christ, that's fun. Did so much bit buying and subbing over the weekend, your bank is blocking Twitch purchases? Oh my god, your bank's like, hey, that's enough, dog. That's enough. What are you doing? Why are you spending all this money on Twitch? You can't do that. That's crazy. Let me say hi to everybody who's checked in real quick. Hang on. Jaden's asking, there we go. Let me say hi. Let me say hi to everyone's checked in. Let's scroll. Love Machine, hello, how are you? Hi Strider, hi Kaba, hi Matt, hi Bubblehead, hi Llamas, hi Robo, hi Grim, hi Hollow Chills, hi Iberius, hi Blaze, hi Skyfire, hi Draco, hi Mishi, hi Grim, hi Asian Garfield, hi Iceman, hi Draco, hi Noonlight, hi Micro, hi Prelius. Hi, Shocky Spikes! Hi, Chupa! Hi, Fearlobe! Hi, City! What's good, Corsander? Hi, Bacon! Hi, Devil! Hi, Black Jesus! Hi! Hi, Fuzzy Wall! Hi! Can you pet the monster?
Imagine
You
how
can
much better
try.
tonight's stream would be if Mackie had the damn Burger King crown.
I know, right, guys? I should have gotten the fucking Burger King crowd. I was embarrassed, and I got embarrassed immediately and was like, nah, I'm good. Nah. I got embarrassed and was like, I'm good without the Burger King crown. Hang on, guys. We're gonna pull Jaden in real quick. There we go. I just called him. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, welcome.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone?
Banana phone?
I don't know. What's
Welcome.
good,
Hi,
dude?
Maki. Good to see you. Sorry,
Hi.
I'm still like frantically setting things up, but I think I'm like 90% of the way there.
You gotta go grab all your paints and shit.
I have them all. I need to grab your Fugi. Is what I
No!
need to do. I'm like
I have it pulled up. Let me copy and paste it here. I need to put you in here
Okay,
too.
for sure.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah. Let me get you.
Jaden.
Do you have mine?
I just
'Cause I don't
I'm on the
remember.
website right now, so I can literally just grab it.
Okay, I always forget how the website works. It's been a very long time.
There you are. Oh my goodness. Let's put you in the corner. And I will send
have
you
a-
my Fugi.
TY. I have a big folder of PNGs though, so I might already like have yours.
Maybe. I'm so fucking
Unfortunately-
excited.
Oh wait, I think I do have it. Hold on, wait. I'll just
Hi,
grab
Grandma.
your thing
How are
right here
you?
anyways.
Hello. What's
It's
good?
already here.
You already got me? Shit. Okay, cool.
I think I think so. Hang on.
I'm
Oh yeah.
sniffing around today because I didn't finish my Tyrannofex. I didn't get the magnets that I wanted, so I'm just doing the base paint.
Uh-huh.
And then I said I was gonna prime it this weekend, and then I fucking didn't. And so I just primed it today, and everything smells like aerosol in my room.
Hey, I mean it happens. It happens.
I'm like a huffing spray paint right now, like, this does not smell good.
The Mona Lisa Warhammer. I'm simply painting a nice little. I'm painting Deathwatch today. Is what I'm going to be doing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm. You could say I was inspired by the first the tutorial of the game. I also have your stream open because I do know that we are going to. So what we're doing today is oh my goodness, I keep my mouse is like not on my desk, so I'm like struggling to use it. But so what's happening today is you asked me to like accompany you as you paint your first Warhammer model.
Yeah.
And we're kind of doing just a fun little like dual
This little guy.
dual streaming setup going on in a weird way. So I'm gonna be painting Deathwatch and you're gonna be painting things, and I'm gonna try to give you. I'm gonna try to coach you basically.
You're
through the
you're the
entire
coach.
process.
You're the boss man. You're here to tell me exactly how this shit works. Let me get my last piece of lighting turned on so we don't have any
No problem.
shadows.
Do your
Less
thing. Sorry for the
shadows.
setup chat, but I hope everyone's doing good today. Hi Soul, welcome in. Good to see you guys.
I will confirm I did spray paint it outside.
Okay,
So-
that's good. That is good. 'Cause
There's no
Jelly did
indoor
say the
huffing of
window
paint
open.
happening.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad about that. All right, I got to put on some lo-fi music because that's just like the vibe to listen to, you know, when you're having some when you're just chilling and painting. So
It is
I'm
the
going to
mood. It is the mood. I usually put on like what is it? What's like the 80s city pop? Usually city pop
City
and like
pop?
future funk is like my go-to.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because, okay, so my actual go-to when I'm doing painting and when I'm building Gunpla stuff is like really fucking aggressive metal, and like I don't think people on Twitch want to listen to that.
Aggressive metal. I mean, I'm
Like
sure there's a market out
super
there for it.
aggressive.
I'm sure there's a market out there for that.
I'm
I
sure
wouldn't
there
worry
might be
too
a
much.
small market. A small market.
Yeah. But I'm excited though. Okay, I do have your stream pulled up too, so I can see what you're doing. Hello,
Yay!
stream. I have
See-
to remember that I'm streaming too, and like, I have to like. So we're showing off. I'm looking at your stream as what you're showing off. Yours is a lot bigger than mine today. I'm painting a single marine from the Deathwatch Overkill set because I thought that one part in the tutorial made me inspired to paint some Deathwatch. So
Oh my god,
There's
fake
a little
nudes!
extra
Thank
right
you so
here.
much for the 3
He's all,
months! Holy shit,
black
thank you,
right now,
thank you!
so you know.
Hi, Snuggy. So you're saying that mine's bigger than yours?
I
Confirmed?
would
Live?
confirmed 100,000%. I would say that off stream too, to be honest.
Okay, cool. I got her all primed. She's looking pretty sassy though.
love that.
I don't know how to
Bubble, thank you for
start.
the follow.
I don't know how to
Never tried.
start.
How to start? Oh, so she is primed gray, right? Okay, wait. So what color scheme
Yeah.
were you going for?
Oh, okay. So what I'm going
So you have
for.
a wet palette too, which is good.
Yeah, I
I
got
lost
a wet
mine, so
palette
I'm literally
here.
using a paper plate as my palette. It's only for one model, so it shouldn't be that. It should work for now. But
Well, should I start by putting like a dark gray wash in the corner, like in the places that I want it to be deeper, as like a base?
um,
Like, should I do that as a base and then start going in?
so you want the skin to be this gray color?
I want the skin. The skin is gonna be like a blue, this blue color. But I don't know if I should make like a really thin gray wash and put it into
Uh-huh.
the crevices first.
Right. You could do that. So like the way that I tend to do things is I usually do the base color first, and then
Okay.
and then I do it in the mix or in the like the crevices, or I wash in the crevices.
Okay.
I think you can do the crevices first if you want. Just be careful that like so the reason I do the base colors first is because like I can be like as messy as I want with them.
Oh, that's
If
fair,
you
I
do
guess.
if you do the things first, just be mindful to paint around it so it doesn't get covered up.
Okay, so I'll do the base
Yeah.
color first then. First. Hi
For
Ryan, how
sure.
are you? I'm doing
Don't
good.
worry, I'm right here while
Do-
I'm also chilling and
Do I just
vibing.
like dab it onto my wet palette? Is that how this works? Do I just like swap it on there?
Yeah, definitely. Just don't put like too much.
Do I need to shake it?
Is
Shake,
that
shake,
Yeah, I would definitely recommend shaking for sure.
Shake, shake,
I'm
shake.
gonna shake my black right now.
Shake,
Also,
shake, shake.
I'm being told that I look like I'm pregnant on your stream. What?
You do kind of look like you're pregnant on my stream.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
gonna
because-
lie.
Oh, because so my
Is your
PNG
Fugi pregnant?
So when I okay, so the reason is that my actual model has a helmet, right? Like I'm holding like a little like a
yeah.
racing helmet, but like that doesn't show up because when I first started streaming with my Fugi, what I did was I was basically always placed myself so you wouldn't see that. So I like I removed the helmet.
Sure,
that's why-
sure.
Yeah, but I mean I guess if your headcanon is that I'm pregnant fits better, I'm sure you could also do that as well.
Yeah, I buy it 100%. Wow, I think that's a lot of paint. That should be fine though. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, you're to be fair, you're doing a good model.
Atreus,
So you're
thank you
gonna
for the
be doing a lot
follow.
of paint.
Man's tears
Um,
of joy.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna commentate
canon.
slightly from my
Jaden and
side
I
as well.
held hands for like 5 seconds, and now he's just
and I
he's
got
stuck.
pregnant. I'm like Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents.
Remember, kids, don't hold hands.
Gotta stop getting pregnant. I mean, listen, it's not my fault, okay? There's just sometimes some hand holding goes on.
Yeah,
Also,
sometimes.
So I prime my model black, and I'm painting over with black.
Oh,
And the reason is because some people might think that's redundant. I guess you don't have to, but like, I don't know. I always like going over with like, even if I paint something like a color like black or gray, I always go over it with a gray that I have because like if you mess up and you need to fix something, like
what
sometimes
brush
the
should I
shades
use
don't
for the
match.
base coat? Should I use like a rounder brush like this guy?
I would use a thicker brush. Honestly, like you could go crazy. You can see my brush right here.
I need to open
It's
your
funny 'cause,
stream.
like,
Let me
I
do
was gonna
that.
say,
Let me
somebody-
open your
somebody
stream.
has
Let me
to-
open your stream.
For this to be as effective as possible, somebody needs both streams open. This
Yeah,
brush
for
that
real.
I got it was literally a $5 set on Amazon. Like, and it frays really easily, but it's also like you can just be really rough with them.
I'm always
Ah,
holding hands.
So
okay.
I would just go with
Dog
a
and
thicker.
tears
Hang
of
on, wait.
joy
For
rolling
that
on the
model,
floor.
I'd probably use
I mean, this is a pretty
Something-
big brush. I'm not gonna lie.
something like
It's-
this.
He's pretty big.
something like
Oh,
this.
something
I
like
think.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
I
like
got
just something
one
with
of
a
those.
lot of like something with a lot of coverage.
A lot
and
of
then,
oomph to it.
Yeah, that's why I like using these $5 Amazon brushes because like they're definitely not like good, but they do their job very well, you know. And
So you're
you
saying
don't have
bigger
to
is
like
better.
in your case, yes.
Okay. Cool. So you're the professional here. You have to teach me everything that I need to know.
Um,
Yeah.
I would just start with the I'd just start doing the base colors first. Are you going for more of like kind of like a sunken in blue look or like a what's it called? Oh, also like, and you don't really have to worry about this as much, but like obviously thinning the paints is very important. You're already using wet palette, so that should
Yeah, it's already super
do it
thin.
for you.
This is
You know,
this
so like
my wet palette is like it's super wet. I'm not gonna lie.
that's good though. The
It's
wetter
very
the better.
very wet.
That's a mistake like most people make when they start is not thinning the paints. That's definitely a mistake that I made when I was like a kid. Because nobody told me. Nobody would like literally like nobody said thin the paints. The guys at the store are just like, here's $80 worth of paint from like your parents. Have fun, kid. And then like
Have
everything
fun,
ends
kid.
up looking like yeah, everything ends up looking like a Crayola, and I'm just like, I wish I could, you know. Debbie, you know what's interesting? Some people do actually get away with not thinning their paints. I don't know how they do it.
What?
I don't
I
know
feel
how
like
they
you have
do it like at all.
to.
I know.
Hi
Like,
Pete. Hi ZL. How are you?
the only way I could see that is if like you're just only dry brushing, but like for actually applying paint on the model, like I could not. That could not be me.
I
That could
feel
just not
like
be me.
I feel like this is like you know those things where people go on a date and they do those like paint and sip things?
Yes, I think that would be a fun date. You know, okay, wait. You want to know what was is just like a male fantasy of mine,
What's
which
your
is
male
just
fantasy?
so funny. Like I mean, it's not a male
Okay.
fantasy. I guess it's just like a fantasy, but like, so
This
I have
is the Jaden
do you
story
know-
fantasy here, guys.
No, listen, you know like those painted dream things, right? Like
Paint a
like you know like
dream.
it's like the stores where you can paint little like ceramic things.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Yeah.
and like they always take kids to them, and obviously the kids like the paint doesn't go over well. Like they don't know what they're doing, but it's just fun, right? So like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just want one day to like be invited to one of those to a kid's birthday and paint one and just flex and just go crazy with like all the painting knowledge that I've gotten over like the past like 5 or 6 years. Like I think it would be so funny to just go and just like flex on all the kids that are there.
Oh, no. You're
I
giving
would be
me
highlighting, I'd be dry brushing. It would be so funny.
you're giving me flashbacks. Okay, so I have a funny story for you.
What is a funny story? Hit me with it.
Blind and I, we went to Canada's Wonderland. This was pre-COVID. This was a long time ago. So pre-COVID, Blind and I took a trip and we went up to Canada's Wonderland. And at Canada's Wonderland, they have like a lot of like carnival games, but you actually win stuff because it's it's a theme park there. So it's not like it's the carny stuff where it's impossible to win prizes or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I saw one of them, and they had a red panda squishmallow, and I was like, I need that. I need that more than I've ever needed anything in my life. And the game was Whack-A-Mole, and it was essentially like whoever won at the Whack-A-Mole game got the stuffed animal. And there was a whole lineup of children waiting at the Whack-A-Mole, waiting for enough people to show up to actually play the game. And Blind looks at me and he's like, I can go over there with my Smash Melee skills and I can absolutely fucking annihilate these children, but I need to make sure that you're okay with this before I make a kid cry.
I was gonna say, please tell me you let him flex.
I let
on
him
every kid
flex!
Good.
I
Good.
basically demanded that he go over there and flex, and like he crushed these kids to the point
Listen,
that
the
like
kids gotta learn. The
he
kids
was
gotta
so
learn.
far ahead that they literally tuned down the like spawn rate of the little moles in the Whack-A-Mole on his machine because he was so far ahead of these kids that they were like, oh man, somebody's gonna cry.
I love that though. I do. Listen, the kids
Children
gotta
needs to
learn.
be shown
You know.
their proper place.
Also, for anyone watching my stream, I
Hi,
can explain that
Wendell!
I'm doing a dry brush right now of the Eshin Gray just to lighten it up a bit because painting black is like harder than you'd think because you'd think it'd be like an easy color, but like I feel like a lot of highlighting needs to go into it to like give it depth. So like basically what I'm trying to do is I'm making it a little gray because we're gonna bring all the colors down when we hit it with a Nuln Oil wash. Which means
No, it's so
I
true
want there to be
though.
like a little bit of like depth there, you know.
I'm just putting on the base coat. This thing's fucking huge.
I will say that when I did this, or when I painted my Tyrannofex, I had it on the base already. So like getting on the underside was like a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm starting with the underside, and man, this is kind of a pain in the ass. You've never
Yeah,
seen
I
someone
mean,
use a
you
sponge
did
dipped
make a-
into paints? This is a wet palette. So this is
Yeah.
made for paint thinning.
Yeah, I actually love the wet palettes. Again, I don't know where mine is, so I don't have one today, but
He's lost. He's
they're,
lost in the
they're
sauce
really
somewhere.
they are a really good idea. I love the hammer. Thanks, Bubble. Don't smash the model. Oh, wait, fun fact, chat. I broke my mug, by the way, bringing it up. You guys want to see? I
You broke your
literally,
mug.
one of these mugs that I was carrying that I was going to use for painting, I dropped it and the handle came off.
Oh no!
I was
I'm
like trying to
using-
carry too many things upstairs at once. I didn't
just
mean to.
have, I went to Dutch Brothers earlier and I got myself a coffee. Or no, just a water. I got myself a water. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a water cup and like drink this earlier today. But like I'm one of those like multi-drink kind of people, and I totally forgot that I had a water cup on my table. So now I'm like, I guess like I'm gonna use
Oh.
this for painting.
I mean, hey, it works. Is that
It
the
works.
Deathwatch Ultramarine from the Deathwatch Veteran set? It is. It's from Deathwatch Overkill because I bought that set I bought that box set a long time ago for the Genestealer Cult half, and I had the Deathwatch half. I never had a Deathwatch army, but after playing Space Marine 2, I was kind of like,
You need a Death Watch army.
the Deathwatch is so cool. Deathwatch Overkill was like. So when Genestealer Cults, because I'm a big Genestealer Cults player, right? That's like my main army. When their army first got announced, they released a set called Deathwatch Overkill, and the Genestealer
Try
Cults are
parchment
so
paper on top of the
expensive, but
sponge?
like
I
think the set
don't
was
have
like
any.
$120,
I don't have
and
any.
it came with like $200 worth of stuff or something crazy like that. So like I had to cop it.
Oh,
it came
dude,
out,
that's pretty
It came out a
nuts.
while ago, in like 2017. Messed up the main Deathwatch army like royalty. What did they do? What did they do to Death? I'm not really in on the game right now. I want to play it some more, but
How far did you get?
I have
I
not
already
played
beat
the
it.
game.
I beat it in like 2
Oh, sorry.
sessions.
I'm at the tabletop game. I did beat I beat Space Marine 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say you haven't beat Space Marine 2 yet. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I beat Space Marine 2. Don't worry. Space Marine 2 was it was just so good the
It was
entire
so
time.
fucking good.
It was great. I loved it. Also, I'm trying to debate. Do I want to dry brush another layer of? Do I want to dry brush Mechanicus Standard Gray onto this guy, or
Maybe.
do I want to? Rock Lobster, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. To make him brighter, or do I want to hand highlight that?
It's hard for me to like see the like interior of this little guy. He's got so much going on.
Yeah, there's a lot that like
I'm
I
gonna have to
kind
like
of like.
really get in there to get all the colors in there. Damn.
Yeah, there's some things that like I feel like people just like don't look at that honestly I kind of leave unpainted, which like don't tell anyone. But there's a lot of models that I have that like the undersides like are not like I just didn't fill in the details. Just because like it's like
What?
someone would have to look at it at a really weird, strange angle, and it's like
Skipping
Well,
out
I mean-
on painting your own models that you think no one's ever gonna look at.
I mean, listen, when you're like me and you have like have painted like literally hundreds of these guys, maybe potentially thousands. Like there's a point where you're just like, I just gotta get this done, you know?
Literally me sitting with all of my Gunpla hanging out that I have not put water slides on, that I bought water slides for, and I'm like, it's good enough, and put it on the shelf.
Exactly. Also, I'm hearing that they got rid of Terminator kill teams and Primaris kill teams, and Deathwatch is just an Agents of the Imperium. They're not their own army anymore. What? No. That's
What?
tragic and sad. That's tragic and sad. Also, I think I'm gonna mix a paint here. I don't normally mix paints, but I don't have Mechanicus Standard Gray on me, so good luck.
I was gonna
me.
say, I got Gundam Gray over here.
I'm gonna see what I can do with Celestra and Eshin because those Celestra's. This could end up very badly for me.
Knowing it
Could you
isn't
still?
painted would bug me, honestly. You know,
Yeah.
say, well, I mean, maybe.
There's
Maybe.
there's one army that like I will like make sure everything is 100% painted, right? That's my Gene Stealer cults. But like some armies, like I just feel like I'm just like because I was a commission painter back in the day. I don't know if
Right, but if
people
it's a
know that.
commission, you're gonna like, you know, pull out all the stops for somebody else. But like if it's your own army,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, there's just some times like it's not like you leave them. It's not like you leave it unpainted. It's more like here's a detail that you can only look at if you like put a mirror under the base, like at a certain angle, which like no one's gonna do. So I was kind of just like, I'll just leave it. It's fine, you know.
It'll probably be okay.
I am curious about Deathwatch though. I really did not know that they don't have their own codex anymore, which sucks because like they're such a cool army, like in a cool like army concept. I think their like aesthetic is really cool. You
I
know?
think the Death Watch is pretty cool too. What's your
Yeah.
favorite army to play? Because I have been getting told that I should try the tabletop game.
Yeah, my favorite army to play was definitely Gene Stealer cults because those guys were just like I don't really know how to just like they were just so sneaky and like you could just pull so many shenanigans off
They're
of
just
that
like
army.
sneaky little guys.
Yeah, like because they had this rule where because there's a rule in Warhammer called deep striking where essentially like guys like can show up anywhere on the board. And Gene
Okay.
Stealer cult had this rule called Cult Ambush, which essentially made it so that all their units could do that to represent that they're like sneaking around and they've you know they're like planning really well,
Oh, that's actually really
Um,
cool.
like their attack and like um it was like it's either like it goes really well or it just goes horribly, like depending on your dice rolls. And I like
Right.
gambling, so I enjoyed that kind of like high risk, high reward type play style, you know.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah, and I there was a point where they were like meta in the like the tournament scene, which I've never really been a fan of 40K tournaments because I think it's a little silly to play like it's a dice game, right? So like
Right.
I think
Yeah, it's a lot of luck. I mean, there's strategy
people
with
make
it, but
yeah, totally. But like to me it would be like making competitive like Dungeons and Dragons. And it's
right.
just like
Yeah.
and then I'm just at that point I'm just like I don't really think that's fun. Like that's not like why it's fun. But you know,
No, I think that's valid. I think that's a valid take.
it's good for the scene. Like people get introduced to it, but like sometimes I feel like I go to game stores and like people are just like kind of like obsessed with like the competitive aspect of the game, and I'm just like I don't know,
Hi,
man. I want to do like
Elias. Hi,
I like doing
hi.
the narrative stuff, the narrative like fun stuff, you know.
No, I think that's totally understandable. And like I'm thinking about trying out playing it. However, I'm not super interested in like going to like a tabletop store like where they play Warhammer and playing it there. Like I'll probably wind up doing it just with friends just because of how, you know, some of the guys at the Warhammer stores can be, you know, yeah.
Some of them, like, like, I swear, some people that I played were really just, like, looking to just, like, stomp somebody. Like, and it's just like, is this even, like, fun for you?
yeah,
'Cause it's, like,
Elias.
I have seen more times than one that, like, somebody will walk into a gaming store. They have no idea what they're doing, right? Some guys,
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I'll teach you how to play the game, right? Like they end up playing the game, and then this dude brings like a tournament net list that won like the last tournament, and then he just shits on this guy, and it's just like, was this fun for you? Like I don't know.
Like, was that enjoyable for you?
Yeah, exactly, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. Also, chat. This is the result after we finished the second layers of dry brushing. You can't see it too well, but he's definitely lightening up a little bit.
I got her a little
Here.
bit too wet. You can see how shiny this is. It doesn't help that it's also incredibly fucking humid today. Like, it is pouring rain today. Like,
Oh,
insanely.
really?
Yeah.
Where I live, it finally cooled down. Which,
Ooh, I'm
which I'm just gonna
jealous.
say, like, thank God, because it was so insanely hot for the past like few weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 100 plus over here. It's been fucking wild.
For real. Also, what paint are you using for the skin right now?
This is Citadel base paint.
What's the name of it? I'm curious.
It is Stegodon Scale Green.
Oh yeah, that one. That's the one that I use that for my. I use that one for my lizardmen actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I liked it. It feels like a kind of like a sea color almost, which is what I wanted to
Yeah.
go for the skin color.
Right. Stegonon scale green. I'm pretty sure is a base paint.
It is base
So
paint. Yeah.
that one. Yeah. So that one's designed to like base like really easy.
And it has
Um.
been. The color is like really vivid on there, and it's really going on pretty
Uh-huh.
well. And I like how you can see like a lot of the detail coming out with the thinner layers that I've been doing on
Oh
it. It
yeah.
looks nice. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna mix it, I think, when I go back in and do like a really thin wash. I'm gonna mix it with this black gray instead of just doing it like, you know,
Yeah, it might be
just
honestly.
black.
It might be a good idea to like do two thin coats.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go
yeah.
back over with like another one
I will.
afterwards. So like it like covers like extra well. Hi
Yeah.
Viper.
Yo, Aeolus, you got engaged last week. Congrats, dude. Holy
Huge
shit.
Blood Angels man. We love
GGs.
Blood Angels here. I do love me some Blood Angels. That's one of my favorite chapters. My favorite chapter is
Congrats,
Salamanders,
dude.
but
I'm so happy for
I
you.
would
That's awesome.
be lying if I didn't say that Blood Angels was also just like up there. I'm gonna start painting the silver now, which these Deathwatch guys have a lot of silver, don't they?
There we go. She's gonna look so pretty when she's done. I'm so excited.
I know
So
the
have you,
Tyrannosaurus is one
like,
of my favorite models.
have you gone and like played in stores places too?
Yeah, I used to a lot, but like not recently. I
That's
think
fair.
maybe like the last time I played was like 2 years ago, but this was literally like my life for so long. Just like Warhammer stuff, Warhammer content, things like that. Like that was kind of like what I was like just like doing outside of
Yeah.
college and like it
No,
was
I
before
guess
before
it's
we
valid.
discovered VTubers, I guess. we could
Before
say.
VTubers existed, it was all Warhammer all the way down.
For real.
Which
Space Wolf
actually,
cool. Space Wolves are cool.
I have some really like interesting and exciting news too.
Oh yeah, hit us with it. I'm ready.
Yeah, so actually, I'm gonna be going to an anime convention and giving a panel on Gunpla.
Wait, that's sick. That's so fun.
Yeah, I'm so fucking hype about it. Like, I actually got a panel at an anime convention. I'm like, yo, my first one? That's crazy.
That's awesome. Oh man, I should go and ask questions.
I'm super hype.
What if I
Hi,
what if I go and ask
Vapors. Hi,
questions that are not
Yasri.
related to gunpla building? I'm just like, who would win in a fight, and then I just give you like just the two like fan favorites, and then you're
Who
forced to
would
pick
win in
one,
a fight?
knowing you will be like scrutinized by the internet by whichever one you pick.
It's always turn A. There's literally no other answer. Who would win in a fight? Turn A. It's literally God. Like, they went Gurren Lagann with turn A, okay?
Oh my god. I don't know what that is, but saying Gurren Lagann it gives me context. Thank goodness.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
I do love me some Gurren Lagann.
No, I'm not gonna be recording it. I'm just gonna be going just because it is in person and my real face is gonna be there, and I don't post that on the internet ever because I don't want anybody on the internet trying to hunt me down on LinkedIn or finding my boss and emailing them because that's weird, and people are weird about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it does happen though.
It does. No,
does
like
happen.
way too often. So I'm like, I don't think so.
It would not be the first time.
Which is why, like, I'm also asking if people post pictures from TwitchCon and I'm in it to, like, just please don't put my face in those pictures. Please, 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 please,
Yeah.
please. I've been doxxed once before, and it was not fun.
I bet.
Yeah, I had people trying to, like, hack into my email account and, like, steal my passwords for stuff and gain access to things, and I was just like,
Oof.
yeah, big oof. Big oof.
That's a big oof right there.
Yeah, not something that I want to do again in the future. So, which
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
is
bet.
why most VTubers wind up making, like, for Twitch specifically, like a whole second email address that's not linked to their main. You know?
Yeah, totally. I get that.
Because that way it's like, you know, even if they do manage to get your email address, like your email info, like it's not linked to, like, something with your actual name in it or anything like that. So you don't
Right.
have to worry about it. Or if it gets leaked somewhere or whatever. You know. Hi guys! Hi Draco! I'm doing good, thank you!
Or salamanders. So when I played Warhammer, or when I started them, salamanders didn't have any successors. They just added them. So I don't really know for salamanders. For blood angels, though, it's got to be flesh tears.
Yeah! Oh, I actually have Flesh Tearers red here.
Oh, the flesh tears are so cool. I love those guys so much. They're
Yeah,
just like
one of the colors that I picked up was the Flesh Tearers red.
they're just so violent. Which I love, by the way. We love
What is this? This is a
just over the
Tyrannofex
top
that I'm painting right
violence.
now.
in Warhammer 40k. Black Dragons and Storm Giants. Storm Giants were like around back then, but like they were never confirmed to be Salamander's successors. But I think they did say in the latest like thing that they were, right? Or they added that on. Sorry, just talking about some lore stuff, I guess.
I chose to play Salamanders for the Space Marines 2 game. Is the faction that I
Nice.
wound up going with. Yeah, I made my
Let's
whole
go.
thing Salamanders
those guys.
theme. Dude, I think they're so cool.
They are. The fire, the green armor, like with the fire kind of like heraldry and also like their lore and all that was just like
I
just a
wound up
great
making like my
faction.
own colors to like try and match my VTuber model, but I put Salamanders logos and emblems all over everything.
That kind of fits though, because it kind of looks like a Godzilla head.
It do kind of looks like a
Like
Godzilla
their
head.
logo.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Knights of Blood are more extreme than the Flesh Tears. I never thought I would see a chapter more extreme than the Flesh Tears. Jesus.
Did you miss something? You can't find the ticket
My
thing on
question is,
Discord? What ticket thing are you looking
does Death
for?
Watch have
What
gold
ticket
on their
thing? You
chest
mean
plate,
like
or is it
to
silver? I
make a
kinda
ticket?
forgot.
It should be there.
I'm a fake fan.
If you're looking to make a ticket on Discord.
I do know that I can do silver on the events, though. At the very least, I know that.
Salamanders are one of the only armies that prioritize civilians? No, it's true. Well,
yeah,
are
other
there,
Space Marines don't even care.
are there any other armies that, like, take care of civilians, or is it really just salamanders, really?
I'm sure there are Marines out there that like do
Individually care?
Yeah, but it's like a lot of people they like salamanders. I feel like are like the most popular example. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
like there's stories of Marines being compassionate, but few and far
Oh, for
between.
winning the first week, you already put your information in, so I closed it. Yeah, I'm not leaving it open. It's a ticket, but I have your information, so you're good.
Silver
I'll
for the
make an
chest
announcement
eagle?
when
Okay.
everything gets shipped out.
I mean,
though.
you can paint colors how you like, right? So if I like silver, but I'll do silver. But thank
Okay.
you for letting me know.
All right, I think I got the base coat on.
How's she looking?
She's looking pretty okay.
Do you want
Too early to tell?
Do you want to
Maybe I'll.
hang on, I'm looking. I'm like, sorry.
I'm like
trying
worried
to,
about
jump
moving
to
on
these.
to like the carapace before like finishing up shading on this, I guess.
I
think I
like
might go
closer to
in.
the camera.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
do you like the stage that it's at, or do you want it to be like a more like uniform green? Because you can always go over like a second time if you want it to be like more uniform. I can't really see on camera that well.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll probably wind up giving a second coat. Yeah, a second coat,
yeah.
but like after
I
it
definitely, yeah.
dries, because it is
After it
still
dries.
wet. It's still very wet. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna
Be safe, Jelly.
clear these off and wash my own brushies here, and then
So this is the
I don't know.
silver
I
we've
guess
done so far.
start a coat on the carapace. I think.
I want to see if I can zoom in my camera a little bit. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm a little zoomed out. So let's see if we can
Or maybe like go
zoom
in
this guy in
with a
just a little
smaller
bit.
brush for like some more details.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is the brightness, which we are not touching.
Playing around with your camera and stuff to see if you can get it closer in there. Here, I'll zoom
yeah,
in too. That way it's a little bit easier to see what I'm working on. There we go. You guys get my lap a little bit too.
Because it's a little better. Paint the camera. That would
There's
be
a
something.
successor to salamanders who can use their bones as weapons like Wolverine called Black Dragons. Yo, that sounds sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool Space Marine stuff out there.
Black Dragons, though. That sounds
They're a cool
super
chapter.
cool. Are they? I know, like, barely anything about Warhammer lore. I'm not gonna lie. I am like, I know a little bit about orc lore. Not
I
a
love the
lot
orcs.
though.
The
Love
only
orcs.
the only pure faction in 40k really. I guess you could count Tyranids as a pure faction since literally they just want to eat things.
Yeah,
They have no ulterior motives than that.
they just
but
hungry. They just want to
yeah, they're
like,
hungry.
you know, eat things, make babies, eat more things, make more babies. You know.
Exactly, and like who's to deny them
Yeah.
that
The
right?
purest of life forms.
Besides everyone that doesn't want to get eaten, of course.
Wow, you guys should have really just like shut up and gotten eaten or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, just
who
deal
really
with
wants
it.
to live in the 40k universe? Like just like
Nobody.
you might as well just get eaten. So it's like,
Yeah, just like die already. Like shit sucks. Just die.
yeah, exactly.
Surviving is for the weak. Shit sucks. Just die if you live in the 40k universe.
Like honestly, okay. So I have seen. I remember like when there was a point where I was like out of 40k lore
Hi,
to like
HK.
listen to. So I started listening to the things about like, or stuff about like the average life of a citizen. I would rather be an Imperial Guardsman that goes out and gets killed on his first day than like live the awful hell that's just like being in a hive world and like working for the Imperium. Like it just sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible, doesn't it? Can you imagine being like a low wage worker there too, where you're like fighting for your survival every day, but your job's to like empty the garbage bins or something?
Exactly.
Man, that
Also-
would suck.
Krim says, "What do Tyranids do that's special versus other armies?" The main tiered mechanic that's kind of been their like shtick this whole time is their synapse, which
What's synapse?
Synapse is like a thing where like in the older editions it kind of represented how like the hive mind was how the hive mind was like pushing like the little guys forward. So their whole thing was like if you were next to a synapse creature like a warrior or a hive tyrant, like the little guys were essentially fearless. You didn't
Hi,
have to roll like morale
Zach.
tests or anything like that.
Okay, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Because I
Yeah,
can imagine
so-
them having, like, being impacted by fear effects and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of like their thing.
Like, lore-wise.
And there were things that, like, I remember in some of the older editions, I think it was, like, 7th, where, like,
Hi,
if the
Skullander.
Synapse creature died in, like, next to them, like they would have to roll for effects. Like they might just start eating each other because like they're going back to being animals, or like they just run away, or they just die.
They don't have anything
Which
running
was
the
pretty
hive mind
fun.
anymore. They're just kind of blank at that point.
Yeah,
It's kind
that's
of like
kind of
a
their main thing, and they're also a horde army, so there's you just try to field like a ton of models and overwhelm your opponents. You know, that's kind of like their thing.
So you're saying you have to spend the most amount of money if you want to have like a full Tyranid army.
Pretty much.
You gotta buy
yeah.
all of
That or-
them.
That or
Yeah.
guardsmen.
Are
'Cause, like,
guardsmen
yeah, 'cause you
basically just like
you-
a ton? Like you just have to buy a lot of models?
Yeah, guardsmen is another just like we're gonna just have like way too many models just
Oh
like
no.
to deal with. But like it's cool if you like big like mass infantry, you know.
I like the concept of having just like mass armies, but I know personally for me, I absolutely hate having to do that kind of management and forethought when it comes to planning my moves, you know?
Yeah, it the movement phase when you play a horde army is like your longest phase because you just have to move so many models across the board. Like there was actually a problem in ITC, which is like the competitive circuit, where like people were bringing horde armies, but like they were so there were so many models that like they sometimes they didn't even
Hi
finish the
Goopy,
game
hi
because
Alps,
like
how are you?
they people were taking too long to like do it, you know, like to just to
Oh, they were
move.
like running out of time in the like tournament scene?
Yeah, so eventually they switched to they introduced a chess clock, I'm pretty sure, so that
Ooh.
like you have to like obviously like you know so both people get like the fair amount of time.
Yeah, no, I guess that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I could see that being a big problem, to be honest. Well, and I guess, you know, there's entire, like, not to, like, derail it off of Warhammer, but, like, if you look at Magic the Gathering, there's entire, like, decks built around having just hordes, you know? And so
Yes.
I guess,
Yes.
like, even in Magic the Gathering, even if you're running a horde deck, like, you still have to play within the timer. And
Right,
like,
exactly.
you know, if you don't, like, you're forfeiting your turn. So it makes sense that Warhammer would implement a timer system where you have to play within your timer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Working on a Deathwatch kill team consisting of the Angriest Space Marine chapters, a Black Templar as a sergeant, a Carcharodon's Minotaur's Flesh Tear, and lastly the Liberators. I feel like that. I feel like me personally. You know what would be funny is if you put a single person that was from like the nicest chapter, like I don't know, like I don't know who the nicest chapter was there, but like it's like I just feel like everyone would get so angry at each other. Everyone would blame their teammates if they
Hi,
were suffering a
Lionheart. How are
catastrophic
you?
loss for sure.
Hi.
That is funny though. That's another cool thing about Deathwatch. I feel like you can introduce so many like stories and backstories for all the individual characters in the army, which sucks that Deathwatch is not an army anymore.
No,
That is
you
tragic and sad.
can't, like, they're not their own army. They're added in with something else now, or?
Yeah, they're. I guess they're part of agents of the Imperium, so like the Inquisitors and stuff.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Which, in my opinion, stinky. Deathwatch is its
Stinky.
own thing. Stinky.
Stinky. We don't like them.
Hi, Goopy. Deathwatch Ultramarine, yeah, baby.
You gotta
know it,
remember
you
all
know
the
it.
tax effects and what you can and can't do. What are tax effects? Is that
Tax
Magic the
effect?
Gathering thing?
Oh, if it's Magic, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
I played Magic. You want to know my experience with Magic the Gathering? Is
I
my
do.
cousin tried to tell me to play it, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, sure. So we played like a 3v3 with like my family one Christmas or whatever.
Your
like my
family
aunt, I
was willing
into
to
it.
play Magic the Gathering with you? That's actually
Yeah,
kind of
like-
sick.
Well, so my aunt and uncle played Magic the Gathering, and my cousin was like, "We'll like play this game. It'll be like a 3v3. It'll be fun, right?" And we did it, and like literally, I swear to God, of the 2 hours we were playing, I had a deck that was just a bunch of dinosaurs because I thought dinosaurs were cool.
Yeah.
The 2 hours we were playing, they just argued back and forth over what the cards did, and that was literally the whole experience.
That's so awkward. No, that's literally every time that I've ever played Magic the Gathering, though.
From what I understand, that is pretty much how it goes too. So I
because
was
the
like,
same
oh,
thing
I don't know if
happened to
this is a game for
me.
me.
I was like, okay, so I have two experiences with Magic the Gathering. The first one, I had this roommate, and like most of the roommates were really into Magic the Gathering. Also, hi,
Uh-huh.
Tommy. Hi, Tommy. So most of my roommates were really into Magic the Gathering, right? And they asked me if I would play with them, and they set me up a thing. And then I was sitting there playing. There was one person who was on my side, like coaching my play, and then the guy on the
Uh-huh.
other side. And then it was just the two of them arguing about card effects the entire fucking time while I'm sitting there like a
Exactly.
dumb bitch, like, ah.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm just kind of like, I mean, like, yeah, I'm just kind of sitting there,
Yes.
like, what am I supposed to say?
Hi, Marin. Hi,
Are there
Tommy. Can
cards
we
that
get
go with
shout
the
outs for both Marin
figures
and
for
Tommy,
playing, or is it
please?
like a learn the lore in the books thing? They actually did introduce data slate cards, so when you buy a unit now, it'll come with a little card in it that like explains like their stat line basically, but that's kind of it.
Hi,
You
Ravkid.
kind of
How
need to
are
buy
you?
the codex, or I guess you don't need to buy the codex, but it is usually a good idea to like
By the
learn the
Codex,
rules and
brother.
stuff. Honestly, yeah, buy the codex for your army. It
By
has
the
a bunch of
Codex,
cool art.
brother.
You can get away with not doing that, but like I feel like it's usually a good idea.
I have one other Magic the Gathering experience that really made me laugh.
Hit me with it.
Uh,
I'm all ears. I live for
so
these.
when I was in college, I lived with my best friend and her family for a little while.
Uh huh.
And her brother was super, super, super into Magic the Gathering. Um, and this guy, like, I think it was like Christmas, I want to say. And so we were like doing present exchanges, and obviously being super into Magic the Gathering, he mostly got like new packs of Magic the Gathering cards. And
Right.
so I was hanging out with him while he was like going to organize his Magic the Gathering stuff. And this dude had like 50 unopened packs of Magic the Gathering cards because he kept all of his basic cards in like these big boxes and then the most like valuable and important cards in like an actual binder with card sleeves. And he was
Uh-huh.
like, "Yeah, I don't want to reorganize my binder, so I'm just not going to open these packs people bought me."
Dang.
I was like, "Yo, okay, I guess." All right, dude.
I would need the dopamine hit of opening card packs and seeing what's in them, like the little gotcha effect.
Yeah, no,
You
dude
know.
didn't care about the gotcha. He was like, "Yeah, fuck that. I would have to reorganize my binder, and that's way too much work. I'm just not gonna open these bad boys."
For real. So Goopy's asking, so you can learn the other piece and what they do. For the cards, yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're kind of redundant. I feel like Games Workshop is kind of trying to make it so that like you don't need to buy the codex, you know? Like, because they put the rules online, and it's like the codex is just where like the extra special rules are for like people
The
that like
extra
really want to
special
get in the game.
rules.
So I think that's kind of why they're including the codex and that, you know. I mean, sorry, the data slate cards. Also, I'm pretty sure this is all the silver that we're doing, so I think we're good to start washing.
Ooh,
Because the next thing we're gonna do is,
fancy.
if you want to see
I'm
chat,
being asked what you play.
what do I play? My main army is Gene Stealer cults, but I would consider myself like a Tyranids player.
Tyranids.
I love the Tyranids so much.
Oh
Ever
yeah,
since
because you
I,
have one of these bad
um,
boys too, right?
I do. That model is literally straight up one of my favorite models.
I think it's really cool.
But yeah, I love Tyranids so much. Um, I remember the first time I ever played Warhammer, my friend took me to a Games Workshop, and like we played Fantasy. But then
Hi,
I looked on the shelves
Alti.
and I was like, what is all this like sci-fi stuff? And they were like, that's 40K, and I was like, that's way cooler. And like they had Tyranids on display. Somebody painted them to look like the Starship Troopers Tyranids, and like I was a big
Oh,
Starship
that's super
Troopers fan
sick.
as a kid, so I was like, I was all about it. Also,
I was
chat,
gonna
we will
say,
be
speaking of
washing
like
now.
Starship Trooper stuff, we haven't played Helldivers yet together, have we?
I don't think we have. I think
Damn,
that
dude.
like okay, so I think that kind of came at a time where like because I loved Helldivers. I did. I still think it's a great game.
Yeah,
Despite what
well, they're
people are saying.
supposedly gonna be fixing a lot of the shit that they made suck in the next
Yeah, like
patch.
So I stopped playing when the whole like you have to sign up for a Sony thing happened. I was like, that sucks. I don't want to really play anymore. And I kind of uninstalled. It went away, but after that, I feel like none of my friends really were like really
Yes.
into it. So we all
Same.
kind of like stopped playing because of that. It like
Tainted the game.
like
And it sucks
yeah,
because it
like
went from being like a game that I was like, you know what, this is gonna be game of the year. Like this is gonna be like a massive thing, you know?
oh
To
yeah.
like, oh, I guess, you know?
Yeah. It was, to be fair, it was a massive thing. I think that with any game that is mostly centered around PvP, unless it's like Destiny where you're having these big updates, like it's kind of hard to like stay in the minds of like gamers when stuff like Valorant, Overwatch, stuff like that like exists. Also, shoot, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders, welcome in. Sorry,
All
I
right.
I gotta do the raid message. I was raided by Shu. Can I get a shout out for Shu, please? Hello, raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys don't know me, I'm Jaden Story. I'm with Maki. Maki, do you want to
Hello.
introduce yourself to the raiders?
Hi, my name is Maki, and I'm a giant kaiju lady.
A giant kaiju lady. What an apt description. Today we're painting some Warhammer figures, is what we're doing. If you guys want to go to Maki's channel, she's painting a Tyrannofex. I am painting a Deathwatch Ultramarine. So far we have just um, we've just watched. We've done
Dreams,
our
thank you
first
for the
watch with
follow.
Molten Oil. So, yeah. But thank you so much for the raid, Shu. I hope you had a good stream as well. Now I'm kind of just chilling, and now I'm gonna watch Maki. The pressure's on.
You're gonna wash me? I need
I'm
a
gonna
bath?
watch you. I'm gonna watch you.
I was gonna say I am kind of stinky. I do need a shower. I'm not gonna lie. If we're being
Dang.
honest. Yeah,
Dang,
yeah.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Yeah.
Fair
Take
enough.
me out
Fair
back and just
enough.
hose me off. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be like a what's it called again? Like a power washer.
It's gonna be like
Hello,
when King
Shu.
Kong went to the dentist in the new Godzilla movie.
Yes, exactly like that. So this is our guy. You can't see his details too well. I'm sad that this camera that I have is not very like. It's not very good to be honest, but I guess you guys can see where we're at. So we have the shoulder pad painted. We have like the little metal details painted. Um, stuff like this. Finished your salamanders the other day. Hey yo, let's go. Put that in the Discord.
Fuck yeah,
I wanna-
salamanders.
I want to see all of the Space Marines. So this wash looks like it washed pretty quickly. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run downstairs real quick. I forgot.
Okay.
I gotta grab my Agrax Earthshade. I'll be right back.
Don't worry, I got this. Hi everybody, I'm gonna be the entertainment now.
Thank you. You go.
I'll preoccupy everybody while Jaden's running downstairs. I have my Tyrannofex over here, which is the first one that I've ever painted. This is my first Warhammer, so Jaden's actually teaching me basically everything. And like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting how big this is. Like, this is a big fucking boy. Like, he's taking so much more paint than I had anticipated. Like, this is massive. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like just slathering everything on here. And like, it's kind of messy, but I'm trying to take the approach of it being like Bob Ross. And these are all just happy little accidents that I'm making. So that's what all the smudges are. It's fine. They're happy little
Alright, I have
accidents,
returned.
and they're perfect the way they are. You're back!
I've returned. I have Agrax Earthshade. One of these is almost out, but luckily I have a spare. Yeah, so the smaller models, the washes finish pretty quickly. I'll wait a little longer before we jump back, but yeah, it's turning out pretty good. It's hard to show because of like the focus points, I guess, of this camera.
I'm painting his little arms right now. And
Okay.
like
Oh yeah.
trying to basically get everything in here. I think I've thinned it a little too much in spots, which is like, it's fine because I can just like dab more paint on and then make it a little bit thicker, right?
Yeah.
Is my idea.
As you paint more, you'll get a good feel of like what's too wet and like what's not wet enough, I guess.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Jaden's,
the way
Jaden's
that-
the master of like what's the perfect amount of wetness over here.
Yeah, exactly. So like basically, so what I actually do to thin my paints is I put them on a, I put them on the brush like that. Like I get like a little dab on the brush. I actually dip that little droplet in water and then I put it on the palette.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I do. Everyone kind of does it differently. I don't know if that's a popular way of doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. See, he's got the
Do you have a wet
skills.
palette? I do
He's got
not.
the
I had a wet
skills.
palette that like I made, but I misplaced it. So we're using a paper plate for now. Which which like it's okay because we're only painting one model, but if I was like painting a whole unit, yeah, you definitely want the wet palette. Like for sure.
I've got
Which
my
one do we want
fancy
to?
wet palette over here, except for I don't have any of the parchment paper to go on it. I just have a paper towel sitting here, so I'm like, I guess that's fine. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's fine. What
It's
should I paint next?
fine. It's not the
Let's paint.
worst in the world. It's not the best, but we live with it. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As long
It'll
as it's
turn out.
livable with. I
Yeah.
also just noticed that I kind of missed a spot on the shoulder emblem, so I'm gonna try to
Whoa.
fix that real quick.
The only thing that's getting me is it's hard to get like the inside of their little arms, which I guess would just be
Yeah,
like a difficult paint spot to paint in general, but I'm like, man, I'm like really having to get in here and tickle her armpits to try and get this thing covered.
right. Yeah.
You know? I'm like, sheesh.
That is one of the thing with the Tyranids, is you do kind of like gotta get in there, which is why I appreciated the Amazon brushes, because like I didn't have to care about those bristles. I literally just stuck that in wherever, and it's like if they get frayed, it's like it was a $5
Yeah, some of the
brush.
bristles are already getting frayed, but this is fine. The I have like some nice brushes, and then like the rest of them are just like cheap,
Right.
Michaels paintbrushes that I don't really give a
Yeah,
shit about.
that's
Like I'll
honestly
toss
the
them.
move. Having those for like as like dry brushes and stuff is like is a big deal. Not a big deal, but it's nice that you to have brushes that you just have to you can just not care about, you know?
Yeah, fuck them up a little bit.
Exactly. All right.
I
So
also
this
have
is
this is like one of the things that I've been I picked up that I was like, wow, these are like the greatest things ever. Um, for like detailing stuff, look how fucking small these are. These are like the world's tiniest Q-tips.
oh oh wow.
Yeah,
Those are minuscule Q-tips.
they're so tiny. Literally teeny tiny. They're perfect for chipping.
Thank you for the lurk shoe. Thank you, thank you. For real. All right, hang on. I
Yeah.
gotta.
And I got
All right, I'm
a
just gonna
pack of
pick
a
up around
1,000 of
those.
them for $5.
Oh,
Yeah. They're like crazy cheap.
my Rhinox hide is a little dry. I gotta like, what's it called? I have to not repair it, but go in there with the super frayed brush, I guess.
Ew.
Or maybe it's too wet. Maybe.
It's too wet.
Hang on. I'm gonna try to just mix this real
It's
quick.
too wet. All right, there we go. I think I've got the base coat in. Like I'm
Okay, let's
checking
go.
to make sure that like I haven't missed any spots cuz it's like gosh, the underside of this is like hard to get into some of these little tiny holes.
Yeah,
Gee
for sure.
willikers. Am I gonna do a name for my high fleet? Do people usually name their fleets? Like, is that a
I
thing?
did. Yeah, I named my High Fleet. My High Fleet's name is High Fleet Ariadne.
Ariadne?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Warhammer lore, so I'd feel bad naming it something, you know?
You could honestly name it like anything. Like that's what's nice about Warhammer is like you just make up whatever you want, whatever you think is cool. Like if it's silly, if it's like or maybe not even in like think in character. Like Warhammer's such a silly universe, just like anything works, you know.
I guess that's fair. High Fleet Kaiju? No, I guess true. High Fleet Kaiju.
People have done that before. I have literally seen like names like that before, so I don't think that would be out of place at all. I think that would be a good name, honestly. So this Rhinox hide that I have is struggling. I will not be keeping it after tonight.
Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the
I'm
back
just shaking
legs.
it.
All right.
I'm
Stretch
just shaking
break.
the shit out of this guy.
I
Stretch
think
break.
it's time for a stretch break. We need a stretch break.
Stretching
Ugh.
is good.
Stretching
My
is so good.
back, I swear, like when I was like doing hardcore commissions and I was painting like 8 hours a day, like my back was like in
Ugh.
shambles.
Yeah, I was shrimping real hard, and I did not realize until I was like, "Wow, why does my neck hurt?" It's been like an hour.
Yeah. Always get up and stretch. Another tip
Thank you so much for the follow, Storm Devil. I appreciate
for
it. Thank you,
Warhammer
thank
painting.
you. Okay, time to go back in. We're gonna do the back legs. It's gonna be so baby.
It's time to paint. I'm gonna start on the leather on my guy. That's what I'm gonna.
Oh.
The leather pieces. I don't know if this is a leather piece, but this is brown in the game, so
And then after this, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the base coat for the carapace, and then I think I'll be good to start detailing it.
hell yeah.
Which I am nervous about because I want it to look really good, but at the same time, I'm like scared. You know? I'm so fucking scared.
It's fine.
Hi, 16. How are you?
Better to do and like learn, you know.
Yeah. And it's like, it's my first one, so it's not like, you know,
Exactly.
it needs to be perfect, but like, you know that.
Oh man, if you saw my first model was like this gargoyle. I painted in like, I want to say like 2006.
Oh, man.
That is bad. That looks terrible.
Was that like in high school or
It was it was
middle
a little
school?
it was, I think, in elementary school, yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot how young you are.
I was
You're just a little guy.
I mean, I'm not that young compared to some of these other VTubers out here. I'm definitely I think I'm a little on the older side, definitely. But yeah, I painted a gargoyle in elementary school, had no idea what I was doing. I splashed red and black on there because that was my favorite color combination, and it looked terrible. It looked so bad. Chef! Oh my god, you changed your name. Wonder Chef Cooks? I love that. Hello, Wonder Chef. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, friend? Warhammer
That's
is just
so
old.
funny,
It
though.
is.
That's so funny,
but
though.
I keep it with me, though.
Wait,
keep it
how
because
the
it means,
hell
like,
did you get into
a
Warhammer
lot
in
to me.
elementary school? Did your parents, like, play it or something?
I just, one of my homies from, like, when I was, I think, in, like, 5th grade, he literally just, like, asked if I wanted to hang out one day. I was like, yeah, sure. First place we went was a Games Workshop.
Yo,
And
okay. That's,
we
like,
played
kind of
Warhammer
based for a
Fantasy.
kid, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like, I had no idea what
Like, that's
this
so
thing was
fucking
about,
based
but,
for a
like,
kid.
It was, yeah, it's super cool. Like, I'm glad that I ended up going because I feel like Warhammer ended up being such a big like part of my life. I mean, I'm obviously made like a lot of money from it, and it's also just a property I just really enjoy. You know,
I do
just
think it's
dropped
really
my
cool.
guy. Do not throw your models around like me, by the way.
Don't eat
That was,
it into the void?
That was silly of me.
Did you just drop it just now?
I did. He's a small guy though, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, a little unprofessional.
I used
Good
to
thing
play
this is not a commission.
Magic and BattleTech in the 8th grade. Yo, that's actually sick though. Because when I was in 8th grade, like
young gamers for real. Chef gets me. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
don't think we were doing anything. I don't think I did anything like cool when I was in 8th grade, you know? Like, what the fuck was I doing? I think I was writing like a fan fiction about my favorite band members getting pregnant.
Oh my god, Mpreg?
Yeah! When I was in
Oh my
like
goodness, it
8th
always
grade,
goes back
I
to
was
the
writing
Mpreg.
Mpreg fanfic. Yeah,
Why does it always go back to Mpreg?
Yeah,
It
no.
always returns to Mpreg, I
Oh
swear.
man. It's just where girls go. You know what? It's a girl thing. You wouldn't get
You
it.
know what? I was gonna say, you know what? I that's fair. That's fair.
Just girl things, guys. I have a dream and I'm committed to it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I do think Mpreg is funny, don't get me wrong.
It is funny. I think it's hilarious.
Like, it is just funny, and I think it's funny that I have been drawn pregnant 3 times.
I do think that's really hilarious that you've been drawn pregnant 3 times.
Yeah, like,
And there's one other there is that other super NSFW art of you and a lady, in the reversed poses.
Yes, that's right. I was.
Yes.
Yes, that was my model sibling Jen. She's agreed to. Well, because I said when I started streaming, if I ever got to 1,000 followers on Twitch, I would get pegging art, and it happened. So you got to deliver.
Sorry, you're not allowed to promise anything. Like,
This is. Sorry, go ahead.
chat keeps asking me if I'll give them a price on how many gift subs to eat out of my nub cup from my Gunpla.
Like,
And I can't
like
give
you
them a
put
number
food
'cause
in
I know it's
there
gonna
and eat it,
happen.
or like you will eat the nubs.
Eat the nubs. Eat the nubs from the nub cup.
Oh my goodness, I don't think I
Yeah.
could.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I already
I
have
don't
enough
think I could.
microplastics inside me.
For real, same. Also, I wish that this camera could focus better because I really do want to show people the detail that we're getting on here. I also don't want to touch my mouse when I have painted hands.
If it makes you
Hang
feel
on,
any
let me
better,
see
my
if-
camera also kind of sucks at focusing. And it's a
Yeah.
nice camera. It
At least
just,
you have a big model. My model's small, so like it's kind of like. Hang on, let me see if I can mess with this a little bit.
don't challenge chat, they'll do it. They always fucking will, guys. They always fucking will. And then you have to follow through and you're like, oh fuck, alright, I guess. Oh no.
Can y'all see this, by the way? I guess this is a little better.
Let me look. Yeah, I can see
I
it.
guess-
That looks fine.
Okay, that's a little
Yeah.
better, yeah. So you can see we're doing the silver here. The black, I think I like the way the black came out. It doesn't show up on the camera as well, but like the gray is kind of lifting it a little bit. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see the brown either. His little tabard is like a dark brown. We're gonna lighten that up though.
Yeah, it looks really nice
For
so
sure.
far.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Yours is coming along well too.
Mine is really coming along. I'm
Now it's
trying
time for me to fix the focus.
trying my best over here to get all of the shit covered. Yeah, no, I would never cheat on. If I gave you guys an amount and I said this many gift subs and I will eat the nubs out of the nub cup, I would not cheese it with like nerds candy or anything else. I would actually eat the nubs out of the nub cup. However,
That's crazy.
I have a
That
friend.
is like nuts. What the hell?
I have a friend. We do a charity stream every year, called what the fuck is what the fuck is the charity called? Plastic
I have no
Modeler
clue.
Weekender. And they wound up having to make a new rule on like what you are and aren't allowed to do as part of like the incentives for the charity drive because she
Uh-huh.
wound up blending a cicada milkshake.
Oh, was it alive?
I don't know. I think it was just the shell.
Okay, I was gonna
But-
say I hope she didn't take a live cicada and throw it in a blender and just blend it.
Blended it on stream and drank it, and I'm like, ugh, ugh, can't.
Yeah, that's kind
Can't.
of yucky.
Too
I don't know.
yucky. Too gross.
I don't know about that one.
Not for me. No, thank you.
Yeah, not for me. No, thank you.
I can't believe she did it, which is wild. And then she did she wasn't allowed cicadas this year, but she wound up blending like snacks, like actual food, like cheeseburgers. Yeah.
Okay.
How's it different
Well-
than crawfish? Dude, it's just different. It's just different than crawfish.
You know, I will say to that point though, I have said this a lot that crabs and shrimp and seafood, they're just bugs. They're literally water bugs.
Yeah,
if you
but like
think about it.
it's different. They got all sorts of. You don't eat the carapace. You get all the goopy stuff out. You know.
True. But like, I don't know, I was thinking about it and it's like if I just like a crab is just a bug.
Yeah, they are just kind of bugs, but like
It's just a
You
bug,
just
like and we
eat the
those all
middle
the
out
time.
of them, and it's fine. You don't
Yeah,
like
true.
eat the shell of the crab. Nobody does that. And I honestly, here's my opinion on crab. Like, lobster has a
crab so
flavor
much.
to it, right?
Right?
But if you're eating like crab legs, it's not so much like an actual food, more so than it is like a serving utensil for getting garlic butter in your mouth.
True. True. It's kind of like how when people go to Chick-fil-A, I really feel like the chicken strips are and like the sandwiches. I really feel like that they are vehicles for the sauce.
They are sauce vehicles. No, you are 100%
Like
correct on that.
that's pretty much what people eat those for, or people eat, you know.
Also, Chick-fil-A sauce has no business being as good as it is. Same with
It's
Cane's
yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, Raising
Ugh.
Cane sauce is so good.
My only complaint about Raisin Cane's is I wish their French fries were better.
Yeah, the French fries seem like a little bit of a weak spot, but I feel like
Yeah.
again the sauce carries it.
The
Like,
sauce
it
does
really
carry.
does.
Yeah.
The sauce carries hard. Like, I love dipping the French fries in the sauce, and then suddenly the French fries are like pretty good. But it's not because the French fries are good. It's because of the
Yeah. Yeah.
because the sauce is good.
The foam container ruins the fries. Almost every single time that I go to Cane's, the foam container is starting to melt on the bottom.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
dang.
Like, they just, like, fry it and then just, like, toss it into the foam container before it's cooled down enough, and the foam container is, like, literally melting on the inside.
Whoa.
So I'm like, microplastics in my french fries. Let's go.
We love microplastics.
Microplastics makes, I don't know how many doses of microplastics you need for your daily serving.
What's the recommended microplastic amount is the good question.
Yeah, right?
Now the thing though is that microplastics implies the existence of macroplastics.
I mean, there is
So how-
macroplastics, like if you ate a whole gunpla.
Yeah, exactly. Like when are we gonna start consuming macroplastics? That's the real question.
I mean, I feel like we kind of already are.
Eventually, humanity will evolve to the point where plastics can be consumable, right? Like that's
Maybe?
the theory of evolution. If we're
Maybe?
just constantly consuming plastics.
At
I'm just
some
kidding,
point,
I
we
have no
gotta be
idea
able
if
to.
that's how- I have no
I mean, I
idea if that's how it
feel
works.
like we do digest them. They just get, like, the microplastics wind up in our bloodstream, and they just, live in there.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a study that was like, they were trying to study, like, the impact of microplastics on, like, fertility rates in men. But they couldn't find a single person to come in as a sample that didn't have microplastics in their testicles.
That's crazy.
So everybody's got them just kind of floating around in there.
Yeah.
Vibing, chilling.
Mpreg.
It's all microplastics all the way down.
It all comes back to Mpreg.
All of it, always. Wow, I can't believe when I poured this on the sheet, I was like, wow, that's a lot of paint. I think I fucked up. But now I'm like almost through with all of this, and like I'm like, I need a little bit more paint.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm gonna go back in with a thinner one now, I think.
So this wreath on the head is gold,
Clean some of
right?
these
I'm not
off.
crazy. It was gold in Space Marine too, so I think I'm gonna go with the gold wreath. I'm gonna assume this guy got the same award that Titus did at the end of the game.
Ooh, fancy. I'm making a blue crab, I sure am. It's time for me to go in with the smaller brushy. See if I can get these edges and, like, tiny holes a little bit more filled in.
There you go. Confirmed edging.
Confirmed edging, guys. Confirmed?
It's like what's it called?
On stream?
Like how, do you ever play do you play the Elden Ring DLC?
I don't play any Elden Ring games. I fucking suck.
Oh, there's so many messages that just like, because you know how people in that game have, like, there's a message system, right? So
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
So people have to like just make messages, but also there's some of them are just the funniest thing you've ever seen. So many people would just write, "I want to go home and edge," because like it was just like a mix of like all like the words, and I was just dying laughing seeing some
Oh
of those.
no.
It was so funny.
Oh yeah, because it like limits what words you can choose for your messages, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So people just have to like find like creative ways to like
Troll other
like,
people.
put funny stuff in, and like some of it is so funny. What are you painting? Give me the lore on it. I am painting a Death Watch Space Marine. The Death Watch is a faction of Space Marines that specifically hunts Xenos, and they pull members from every chapter.
They
At the
hunt
beginning of
me!
Space Marine 2, exactly. At the beginning of Space Marine 2, actually, Titus is in the Death Watch, and everyone's you're part of a Death Watch kill team fighting.
It's where they
Tyranids,
put
and this
people
guy
who are
is a Death Watch
suspected of
Ultimate.
heresy.
Yeah, not always. Only Titus was. Some of the Marines are exiled. That's why they're Black Shields. Because the Black Shields basically are people that say like, I don't want you to know which chapter I come from because like of like just sussy things. But
Sussy
some
things.
like
They
it
got
is an
they
hon-
got
it is an
caught with
honor.
some Slanesh hanging out, having too good of a time.
Pretty much, yeah. It is for the most part though. It is an honor though to be part of this whole
The
thing.
Death
Also,
Watch.
I'm looking at it now, and I think that I'm gonna make this part silver. I don't want it to be gold. Looking at it, I think silver fits a little bit better. Dip the brush in the forbidden coffee. How many gift subs would it take for me to drink this entire pot of paint that I've been dipping? Which I would get so sick, but
Forbidden coffee. See, I've got the forbidden blue blue raspberry drink.
oh, so you went to 7-Eleven. I went
Yeah.
to my cup looks like I did not let I didn't let the tea sit in it long enough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drink the mug. I won't drink it.
Drink
Alright, maybe
the
I'll-
forbidden Slurpee. Drink the
If I
forbidden
get-
Slurpee.
If someone gives me 500 gift subs, I'll drink it.
500.
Yeah, five. Literally, it would 500. No less. I'm not going less.
500.
500. 500. No less.
Drink it. Hi, Spitty. How are you?
I don't want to drink it. That's why you put something so high.
Look, it's Dragon Spit. Hello, my love. I'm so excited to hold hands with you.
More hand holding.
Hi, Spectre. Oh, look, everybody's popping in to say hello. More hand holding, unprotected hand holding, even.
500 gift subs is $2,500. Exactly, but I'm saying that that would be the
Understood.
cost
Thank
for
you so
me
much for
to
the follow.
drink.
I appreciate it.
the
Can we give a
coffee
shout
mug.
out for Spitty and Spectre,
I don't
please?
want to, but like if I have to,
You're
I
making a
wanna
Space
get, like,
Marine
just
for
way
Spit
too
as a
much money
gift?
out of it.
What?
You know what I'm
and
saying?
not me, Brian? Not me? Where's my gift?
It's one of those things where it's like if you don't want to do something, you can like you
Making
charge
a lot of
people,
fucking money.
exactly, making a lot of money. Might cover some of the medical bills that you have to drinking that.
Drink
Here in America,
drink
that
it.
would probably cover like the ambulance ride to the hospital.
Not even. Ambulance
I
rides are
know,
so
it-
fucking expensive, dude.
It would be like the Uber to the hospital.
Yeah.
Low
You
key.
know how bad the world is getting when you're like, yep, gotta Uber on over to the hospital because fucking ambulance, right?
Yeah.
God.
God.
I
I'm trying to-
honestly, every single time that I've been like, I should probably go to the ER about this situation, I have driven myself there.
Yeah.
You know?
For real.
Like,
real.
I feel fucking terrible, and I think I should go to the hospital. Time to get in my car and drive myself because,
Yeah,
like,
time to drive myself.
yeah, for real.
Because, ambulance rides would just be far too expensive.
Did we do the name reveal of this model? Am I supposed to name her?
You can.
Like, is she a big enough unit that I'm supposed to give her her own name?
Yeah. I know people that name, like, every model in their army. So,
Okay.
like... yeah.
Okay, I guess that's
I
fair.
would, I would come up with a high fleet name first. I think that's, like, numero uno, like, what's the most important.
Yeah, I mean, High Fleet Kaiju's pretty good, because Marin suggested that earlier.
I like that, yeah.
Oh, I thought
does
you
fit
named
you
her
for sure.
Dragon Swallow. Oh, yeah, I did. I did name her Dragon Swallow. I forgot.
I love that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Perfectly normal name. Even though I guess canonically they spit eggs at people?
Those guys?
Yeah.
There's like they have like a bunch of different guns. I think their main gun is like they shoot acid.
Yeah,
And it's like
I
melt
think
people.
the one that I'm planning on using most of the time is the egg spitting one.
Oh, the flesh borer hive.
Uh-huh. Where she just has like this massive amount of egg sacs underneath her, and then the gun kind of attaches to those fleshy egg sacs and she shoots them at people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where it's not, what is it? It's not a Tyrannofex then. It's like the alternate form. What is that?
So the alternate form is a Turvagon.
Yeah, Turvagon.
That one like spawns gaunts.
Spawns gaunts?
Yeah, so like on the tabletop, like you know, like the little guy, like the little Termagants, like the little guys in
little
like Space Marine 2.
babies. Thank you so much for the
The
follow. I
mechanic is that
appreciate
like
it.
if you have a unit next to them, every turn she can like just poop more out.
Oh, she just like pops out more babies.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, hey, mass pregnancy.
Once again, going back to the Mpreg. You can never escape the Mpreg.
It's pregnancy all the way down.
Yeah. So I think now what I want to do is paint the red on the bolter because it was red in Space Marine 2, so we got to do that, right?
You gotta.
Also, can I just say I'm jealous that your nails look so much nicer than mine?
I had to start getting my nails done. I started getting my nails professionally done like every other week because I had way too many instances of people coming into my stream and I just had like short unpainted nails and being like, man hands, that's a dude, to the point that I was like, fuck it, I'm sick of this. Like, I'm getting my
Oh my
nails done
God.
now.
Can I just say that you are like that's like I feel like that's like I mean for one that's just extremely rude, but also
No,
like
it's so fucked up, and I was like really sick of it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, like but also though like that's like I don't know. I feel like I could not do this like with like nails. I always gotta like cut my nails. I mean I do have like kind of like constantly like short nails. Like I don't like them being
Yeah,
too
and
long.
I usually keep them pretty short. I am like right at the tail end of not having them done in the last 2 weeks, is why they're kind of like a little bit too long for me right now. But
Yeah.
usually I keep them a lot shorter and just painted. Wait, you aren't a man? I know, shocker, guys. I'm sorry. Breaking the immersion, I guess.
God, so many of my paints are so like dried up. It's crazy. Short nail supremacy. It's just easier, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
wait.
don't like them too long because I feel like here's the fucked up thing. When your nails get too long, trying to pick change up off of a counter, level impossible.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Absolutely miserable. Also,
Fucking
I need to go.
miserable.
I need to go grab a different pot of red because this red that I have is completely dried up.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
entertain
be right
everybody.
back. Hang on. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to entertain my stream. I apologize. You
Don't worry, I
you're having
got
to do the
this.
work for both of us.
I got
So,
this.
Give me a sec.
Well, everybody. Yeah, no, for real. Here's Level Impossible Women with Long Nails edition. A. Trying to pick change up off of the counter. B. Trying to pull your credit card out of the gas machine after you've put it in there because you can't reach it because your nails are too fucking long to grab it. C. Literally trying to get any fucking card out of your wallet where you can't touch it. And the last one, if your nails get too long, opening can tabs? Pop can tabs? Ugh. The worst. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. My nails are already long enough to the point that I have to go ask Blind sometimes to open up pop cans for me. Cause like I straight up can't open them on my own. My nails are too long. And then I can't like get my finger underneath the tab. The risk of nails bending backwards is way too high. No, it's true. And like if you bend them backwards too, man, that hurts like a bitch. Pop. Yeah, pop cans. Soda. Whatever you guys call it. It's a pop can. You know?
I'm back.
Welcome
also-
back.
B Wong Dross, you for the raid. Thank you. I gotta. Oh, God, I always get raids and I'm
Another
not here. I'm
raid?
so sorry.
Oh no!
Hello, Raiders. Hello, nice to meet you, Wong. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. If you guys don't know me, I'm Jade Story. I'm a street racing VTuber, a certified Iron Clan. Awesome. I'm joined with Kaiju Kano Joe Maki here.
Hello.
Maki, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is. I had you on full screen, so I didn't even realize that you had a raid because I don't have your chat pulled up. My
Yes,
name is
sorry about that.
Maki. I'm a big old kaiju VTuber lady. And I'm painting a little Warhammer.
Yeah, we're both
Myself.
painting Warhammer. Maki's painting a giant Tyranid monster. I'm painting a single Deathwatch Marine. Because Space Marine 2, the intro, has inspired me. This is a Marine from the Deathwatch Overkill set, which is currently what we're working on. I found red.
Ooh,
It's a slightly
nice,
different shade of red, but I will say that this shade's actually, I think, a little better because I just realized that the darker color kind of fits better than like a brighter red on this guy.
Thank you so
Since
much
it's
for the
his
lurk. I
gun and the
appreciate it.
guy's black, or his armor's black, and
I'm glad you found a better
yeah.
shade of red.
Yeah.
How
I love
many?
corn
Gosh, you keep going downstairs. Do you just have like a whole like cabinet of paints down there?
I do. It's like a multi-level, a multi-layered like little cabinet thing, and like I have a lot because I painted I have painted so many like. Well, I mean, I did say that like I was a commission painter, so like obviously
Yeah,
like,
you were.
I needed a lot, but like also just for like my guys like. So I have two Space Marine armies. I have Salamanders in the custom chapter. I have Gene Stealer cults. I have Tyranids. I
Yeah.
have Eldar.
Okay.
I have Lizard Men for for fantasy. And then I
Okay.
have and then I have an Imperial Knight as well.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I
That's
need
a
to sell
lot.
some of this. It's a lot. I
Is there
do
like
kind of
a
want to sell
resale
my other
market
army.
for these? Or do you wind up like having to resell them for cheaper? Or do you resell them for more because they're already painted?
Usually they're cheaper. I mean, even if stuff's already painted, generally people don't want to like
Pay more for something that's,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah, for
opened.
sure. Also, Wong, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I hope you had a great stream.
I guess
I
that
hope you
makes
had a great.
sense. Yeah, because it's like somebody else made the executive decisions on like the color schemes and all of that.
Exactly.
I
So
think it's
like,
kind of similar for Gunpla, unless somebody made a diorama with it and they're selling the whole
yeah,
diorama.
like you can definitely sell like painted models for like more expensive than they are, but I always feel like generally speaking, like it's hard to like get that sell unless it's an army that like someone is specifically looking for and your color scheme is like exactly what they want. Like
Yeah, that's
generally, like
true.
I think most people tend to
C-Man, thank you for the
stick
follow.
to what's it called? Stick to like getting like new stuff or unpainted stuff. I'm just learning how to be a loyalist lover. Are we a lover of chaos before? Heresy.
Wondrous, thank you so much for the
It's
follow. I
okay though.
appreciate it.
I'm a
Thank you,
Xenos
thank
lover.
you.
I'm a big Tyranid guy. I worship the four-armed emperor. To put
I
it
like
into
the Tyranids
perspective.
so far. They're very cute.
I love them so much. Those are
They're
my
just
guys right
little
there.
hungry buggy boys.
Exactly. They're
Little
just
baby
like
hunky boys.
they just want to eat things. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're just looking for a snack.
Yeah. You
Yeah, looking
can't
for something
fault them for
tasty.
looking. We've all just been extremely hungry at one point. So, like,
Yeah,
who are we to
sometimes you just
judge?
need a Snickers made out of humans.
Exactly. Exactly. I happen to be a Xeno lover. Ah, based. Based. I love that for you. So, what else needs to be red here? So, we got the bolt casing will make red because that's cool.
Ooh, all right. I'm like finally down into the bottom parts of like painting her little legs. These back
Nice.
legs took way more than I was expecting because there's so many crevices in here. And it's like
Yeah.
hard to get into each and every one of her little nooks and crannies, you know? Like
Yeah,
even
for
with
sure.
how much I've been thinning this paint, like it's still a lot.
Yeah. To be fair, I think your paint's a little on like the extra thin side, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah, so which is I've always said I think it's better to be too thin than too thick.
Right.
Um, but yeah.
Like I would rather do more coats than like have to worry about.
Then yeah, because like
Yeah.
you pretty much can't save it if like you know
It's too
there's
thick.
right exactly. Hello, Lionheart. Currently building a Sisters of Battle army. Sisters of Battle units look so cool. Like, I really do love the Sisters units. I think they all look very dope.
Are monster fuckers different from Xeno fuckers? No, I think those are the same people. Probably.
I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It's gonna be like one of those situations where you get eaten afterward, like a spider or whatever, you know?
right, exactly.
Yeah, like, they're there for one thing, and that's to have a snack, and you're on the tasting menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd 100% want to do Necrons because robots are sick. Necrons are a very easy army to paint. That is an army you can literally like.
What am I
paint,
painting?
Like,
Can
'cause
me
you
slash
just spray
Jaden
it
give me
metal,
lore on
pretty
it?
much.
I don't know any
Paint
lore,
in the
but we can ask
details and
Jaden.
you're good to go. But yeah, more things is better, you know. And when it comes to painting, like, you know, everyone's new at painting at some point. Like, you just gotta like jump in. Because I know a lot of people that don't want to start painting because they're like scared, but like.
Sometimes you just gotta do it, you know?
Yeah,
Monster
exactly.
X
Like, just
King,
I would just
did
say, just
someone
jump
call
in
me?
because it's a very enjoyable part of the hobby. And also, like, if you're scared that like you're gonna mess up
I
the
love
models, I
Machine.
understand like that fear because the models are expensive. But also, like, you're definitely gonna like buy more of these things as time goes on, you know. And if you're really upset with it, you can always just buy
Buy another one.
yeah, just buy another one, you know.
You
So
just buy
I always
another one.
encourage people to
Try
just start
again.
painting. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just start painting.
just try
You
again.
know, try again, and then
Keep at
just
it.
you know just keep it as like a reminder. You know, if you maybe like mess up, it's too thick or whatever, you don't like how it turned out. Just keep it as a reminder.
Yeah, and
Of,
honestly, you can always start with like cheaper models too. Like that.
yes.
That same goes for
For sure.
Gunpla. You know, like you can always buy like a cheaper Gunpla kit, like a $10-15 kit to test out like whatever you want to do with customizing. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I did orcs and they were pretty chill to paint. I feel like orcs,
Orcs are probably pretty chill to paint. You know.
yeah. I do feel like some of them though have so many clothes and cloths on them that like I would get like annoyed doing them, but like I guess it is just like just throwing some green, you know, and paint
Call
the
it a
clothes and all
day.
that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of this hobby. Like the painting is not supposed to be a chore. It's supposed to be like fun and I don't know. I do love painting. When I was younger, I didn't like it because I was so bad at it. But like, if you just
I
follow
feel
the
like as you get
tutorials and
older
just take some
too,
time, like, yeah,
I feel like adults like kind of think about like how bad they were at painting as a kid, but I feel like your level of dexterity and like eye for detail as an adult makes it so much easier to paint stuff, you know?
yeah, and also
Literally
the
just by
fact that,
being
like,
an adult, the painting looks better.
yeah, and the fact that you can just buy better equipment too, like, you know, like my parents were buying this back in the day, so they were not spending a lot of money. So I had maybe like 3 paints and like a little brush from like Marshalls that like was maybe like
Right.
$3. So yeah.
The little $5 cheap pack of multi brushes that came with like 30 in a pack or whatever.
Exactly. But again, I do think that those brushes have their place. Absolutely, like paying $5 for like a pack of like 10 brushes, like, and you can just like be super rough with them, like just kind of do whatever. Like it's very nice.
Yeah, that's like these brushes that I'm using right now versus where the fuck are my I have expensive brushes in here too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't think you need super expensive stuff to like get the
No,
painting
not
done
at
and
all.
all that. Like,
And like by expensive I mean like I have like $15 brushes. You know?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
they're like at the end of the day when you have adult money, like $15 for a paintbrush really isn't that bad. You know?
Doug, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, totally.
Where you're like,
Appreciate
that's
it.
fine. I can live with $15 for a paintbrush. Besides, that's like what, one meal at McDonald's nowadays?
Oh yeah. Oh god, don't even get me started on McDonald's and how
No.
pricey they've gone. It's so bad and it's
It's
so
so
sad, too.
fucking bad. Literally, I've been
McDonald's.
trying to go to McDonald's to get the Blue Eyes white cinema roll
Oh my
plushie.
god, I completely forgot about that.
Have not been able to get it, but luckily someone from my chat managed to get their hands on one, and I have to set up a PO box so that they can mail it to me.
Hey yo, let's go. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Way to go, chat. Clutch. That's just hella clutch right there.
Necrons are all metal and Nurgle stuff. You can't mess it up because it's all rotting and merged together. Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah, Nurgle is Nurgle's I think another pretty easy one to base. You do have to like I mean, I guess you don't have to, but when it comes to Nurgle, I always like getting colorful with like the guts and the details and stuff because I feel like that like brings it all together. So I'll always just spend extra time making sure the details are all like nice and stuff. Nice and yucky.
I wanted to get, when I was at the Warhammer store and I was picking out what I wanted for my first one, I really wanted a Morty. That's what I was.
Mortarion?
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy, I painted I don't even think I painted a Mortarion. I painted a Be'lakor once, and like, dude, those models are like, that's a multi-day project.
Yeah, I was
For
looking
sure.
at him and I was like, I want that. I want it so bad, but it was like
He's cool, though.
$190 or something. And I was
Yeah,
like, I
Mortarion's
fucking
cool,
can't.
though.
I was like,
Morty.
that's too pricey. Too expensive.
Magnus and Morty. We're gonna betray the Emperor, Morty.
Hi, Fallen. How are you? Hey, hi. What's good, homie?
So far, I think this is turning out decent.
Yeah, I'll get the
Little
PO box
dust
set up
on the purity
eventually.
seals.
How's painting going? The painting is going really well so far. I think I'm almost done with this base coat.
How much Imperial Titans are? Titans are pretty pricey.
That
Titans-
I know for sure. Titans can get up there.
Yeah, because like Knights are supposed to be like smaller Titans. I do love Imperial Knights. Like I think Giant Robot is pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Ooh. You got a Morty? Yo, that's sick, dude. That's sick.
Nice.
I wish I had a Morty. Too pricey.
I want to get the Norn Emissary. Like
Norn
it's like
Emissary?
yeah, that's a what's the word? That's a new Tyranid model they released that's even bigger than the Hive Tyrant. It's basically
Ooh.
like I think that it's supposed to be like a kaiju model with how like big it is.
Oh, that's
Or at least
cool.
like there's definitely like some Godzilla like design cues that went into it, you know? Like
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like so big and like I would absolutely adore that, but the models are so pricey now. Like
They're pretty
back
expensive.
back when I was out of college and I was just buying models like nothing because like you know it was like kind of part of my hobby. Like I was on like a Warhammer YouTube channel. Like it was just a big part of my life. But now like that I'm like spending money on like other things, obviously like other hobbies like PC stuff and all that.
Gaming things and VTubing and
Yeah, and VTubing, like it's definitely like a harder sell for me to just drop 100 models or $100 on this like on this model, but it's so cool, so I might just end up doing it anyways.
yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Like, I would probably wind up wanting to get one. Titans are
Yeah.
when you start going for 3D printed stuff. I guess that's valid. That's true. Like, if you're not playing like an official match, then what does it matter if you 3D print it, you know?
Yeah, because actually, in
Which
ITC there
might-
actually is a rule where like if your model needs to be at least 50% Games Workshop, I think, to like enter. Otherwise, it's not like legal in the tournament.
Yeah. Which I can imagine the like, because most of the people who get into like Warhammer stuff aren't, you know, playing in official tournaments. They're just playing at their local
Yeah,
game store and
totally.
doing like fucking whatever and just painting. So I can imagine that the reason why Warhammer models are getting so much more and more and more expensive every year is simply because of the prevalence of 3D printers nowadays, you know? Like you just
Yeah.
don't have to buy them. Like you can
Games
just
Workshop
print 'em.
also is just I feel like they've always had a tendency to just be raising their prices like crazy. Like it's like they have a yearly like we're gonna raise the prices now, and some of it is just crazy. Like Acadian squad now, like because you know how guard you have to get like a ton of those guys.
Yeah.
Acadians when I was playing were $25, I'm pretty sure,
Hmm.
and now it's 50.
Jesus.
So I'm like, dude, I cannot
100% inflation? I don't fucking think so.
like I cannot imagine being like wanting to start a guard army and like you have to drop all this just for the infantry that's gonna disappear in like the first turn because
Yeah.
they're guardsmen. You know.
Right. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
That's
Also,
wild.
what are these little? Does anyone in chat know what these little boxes on the bolter are? Am I supposed to paint that a different color? Because I don't think it's supposed to be red. Maybe I'll paint it metal. When in doubt, just paint it metallic.
Okay.
Unless it's Marines, of course. Yeah,
I think
how's
I'm
yours coming along?
I think I'm gonna clear this particular little bit and toss that in the garbage can, and we're gonna swap that out for a new paper towel.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna move on to trying to paint the shell too, because I've got the base done.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
definitely looks more like solid of a color.
Yeah, like it looks pretty
That's, like,
solid. There's
sticking,
still a
yeah.
little bit that's not super solid, like inside the legs, but like I can go back and do that once it's dry and give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, totally.
Yo, hi, Kami.
I
How
feel
are
that.
you? Hi, hi.
Guard never falls, just like Cadia. Cadia stands. Cadia will always stand.
My
Hey,
friend's
Dia.
mom recently sold his Warhammer 40k armies. They were clearing out the garage, saw his name on stuff, and didn't check, and threw out 3 Guardsman armies, a Custodes army, 2 Titans, and a Necron army. Oh. No!
That's a lawsuit.
Oh no!
Just for reselling those, like that was definitely like hundreds of dollars just lost.
Oh no!
Potentially.
Poor dude.
I
I would cry.
I feel bad.
I
I
would
would
cry.
cry as well.
I would cry so hard, dude. Poor dude.
That's-
Oh my god.
Yeah, poor guy. That's a feels bad.
Yeah, that's a feels bad moment. Ew, are you open? Come here. Woo! Oh, it's pink! It's so pink!
It's pink.
Look how pink! It looks like Pepto-Bismol!
Pepto Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol!
Whoa. What color is this one? Or what is
This-
it called?
This is a Raging Rouge, is what this color is.
Raging Rouge. Oh.
Yeah, this is
I haven't heard
a
of that.
Warpaint Fanatic. So it's a different
Mm.
brand.
Majority of the hobbyists don't play official tournaments, so it's odd they would price out the non-hardcore.
Can we get a shout out for
Yeah, the
Kami
thing
too,
with Games
please?
Workshop
Also, that's
is, like,
exciting that
they're-
you have the
so
days off. Fuck
the
yeah,
way,
dude.
because like you know how I talked about a little bit earlier about how like they lean towards the what's the word, like the tournament play.
Yeah.
Their audience for Warhammer right now is literally the power gamers that like love like just buying the newest thing. Like they will release a model, it will be broken in the game.
Oh,
They'll buy tons
no.
of it, then they'll nerf it, and then they'll sell it. And that's kind of like Games Workshop's like business strategy right now. And it kind of sucks because like
That's kind of
you know,
annoying. I don't like that because then it's just like whoever's willing to drop the most amount of money are the people who are going to be more likely to win, you know?
Right, exactly, which is pretty much how it works, like.
I mean, I
but
guess that's kind of how it goes in general, too.
Yeah, like I don't know. I also like I just don't think I would never take the game that seriously, which is kind of why I stopped playing because like where I played, like it really did just seem like people were like all about like what's good, what is this list that's winning, what's going on in the tournaments, and it's just like that's just not something I was very interested in.
No, I never care about stuff like that personally.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I want to paint things. That's another thing. Like whenever I go, like I understand not everyone can paint like all their stuff, but I feel like I was the only one bringing armies that were like 100% painted.
Oh, like they would bring unpainted armies?
Yeah, that was very like
That's
that,
wild.
That happens a lot. Like unpainted armies. Also, a lot of people would proxy. So like some people would just have like bases. So it's like literally like they don't even have the model. They're just like, this is gonna be this because I want the newest, strongest thing.
Well, I
But
mean, I
I
guess
have not paid it and
it's
put it together.
a valid way to not, spend a bunch of money. Or no, because they would buy the base? Or how
Yeah,
does that
I don't
work?
know. Because yeah, you can buy bases separately. Like
Okay.
it's yeah. I mean, it's kind of immersion breaking, because like to me the fun is like when you get everything together and you just have a great looking board with like good looking terrain, good looking like
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
like models, everything's painted. You have like a story drawn out. Like you're playing with your friends. Like that's for me. That's like the most fun. Like, well, that's when Warhammer's the most fun.
Like, it's like you're kind of role-playing it, almost.
Exactly, exactly. Which I enjoy very much. So this Agrax Earthshade is a little on the darker side. I hope this one is okay. Also, I'm saving the shoulder pad to paint for last, because I feel like the shoulder pad is what's going to make this guy stand out.
I'm gonna have to do a fuck ton of coats of this pink to get it to cover. Because it
Is
is
it like a...
very sheer.
Yeah. Doesn't look
Very
too bad,
sheer.
though.
Yeah, it doesn't
But,
look too bad.
Yeah, so with Games Workshop paints, usually what this strategy is... Sharky38, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Usually what the strategy is you you paint like a darker color that goes on easily, and then you kind of like keep shading on from there so that the next color you put on is like lighter and brighter, and also it shows up a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, because this is actually going to be my base color, because I'm doing white as well.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's going to go lighter. This is the dark shade. I do have like some red that I'm
Got it.
using as like detailing, but this is the dark.
Right
It's going to be
on.
very light.
I mean,
Love
that's
the
good.
color scheme. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That is definitely what catches eyes, is bright stuff. Lost, thank you for the raid! Oh my god, reading so fast.
It's
Can I get a shout out
lost!
from a Lost, please?
It's
Or from
lost!
Shout out for Lost, please.
She's gotten
Hi,
lost.
Lost. We love Lost here. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you don't know me, my name is Jaden Story. I'm a street racing VTuber, certified on Clown's variety streamer on Twitch. Today we're streaming with Maki, the wonderful
Hello.
Kaiju Connor Joe. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is
Miss
Maki,
Maki.
and I am a big kaiju lady. And I'm also painting a Warhammer.
We're having a bit of a
Jace,
double,
thank you so much for the follow. I
kind of like a
appreciate
double
it.
painting.
You love the
sesh
color
right now.
scheme? Thank you, dude.
Jace, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. And just so you guys know, we will be streaming tomorrow with Lost. We will be
Oh, what are you guys
we
doing?
will be playing Space Marine 2, and we're playing with the Rava as well, a Rava VT, one of Bai's children, and my old Helldiver buddy. And then we're gonna be playing on Wednesday. We're gonna be playing the new. Me and Lost are gonna collab again and do the new Fears to Fathom game, which should be good. But thank you so much.
I
How's
really
painting going?
want
Good.
to
Want to
hang
see
out
Lost?
with you and Lost and play that new like 3D Among Us game that everyone's been playing.
3D Among Us game? I'd be down, honestly.
Yeah,
That
it's
would be
like
so
it's
fun.
Among Us, but it's like an actual like 3D game where you can pick up guns and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah.
I'm kinda interested. I'm a
You
little
are
interested.
awesome.
Okay.
Nojo, your streams rock.
Let's go.
Have you ever
That would
built
be fun.
An Adeptus Sororitas army
Yeah.
or an Ultramarine army?
Also, wait.
No,
I just
this
realized
is
I get a
actually my
red wash
first
for this
my
Walter,
first
should I just do
Warhammer.
Agrax Earthshade?
Actually, this is my first one
I'm just gonna do
ever,
Agrax
ever,
Earthshade.
ever.
I'm
I've
lazy.
never
This
built
guy's
an
been on
army
the dirt for a
before.
while. There's a joke about Agrax Earthshade in the community that like it is like a liquid talent, because literally it's like you pretty much just base things, and for some reason you just splash it on and it makes everything look so good.
What is it called?
It's called Agrax Earthshade. It's a wash, and like
Mm.
this is like it's so funny because like it's crazy how much of an impact it has when you just throw it on a model. Like gives it all the depth that you need, you know. Love seeing getting paint prompts on models. I honestly think that I might be in my Warhammer arc again, because like
Have I
I've
invited
been
you back
very
in?
inspired. You have. You also my cousin as well. Like
Oh no.
yeah, Space Marine 2, like, because, like, my cousin's painting models again, and, like, we're thinking of playing the game, and, like, I might definitely just be, like, starting, like, more, like, Warhammer streams, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's
Also-
fun. I mean, I do this every Monday. If you ever want to just come hang out with me and build
Hey, you know,
stuff.
I would be down, because I'm actually having a great time. Although, granted, I will say, I am painting one guy. I feel like I definitely get burnt when, like, I'm painting, like, multiple dudes, like, I gotta, like, get like, a whole squad done, but I'm having fun. Lockdown Protocol is what it's called. Ah, okay, okay. Also, Maki, have you heard of this Love in Deep Space thing?
Yes. What about
No.
Love in Deep Space?
Now, do you play this game? Because I swear to God, every single person in my life seems to be playing this game.
I have downloaded it and I tried to play it, but it is like it's basically a dating sim, and like honestly, it just wasn't super for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. And
Right.
yeah. But I totally
fair.
understand why people play it. I've just never been like a dating sim kind of gal, you know?
Yeah. The
I'm
guys just
like,
seem so
yeah.
problematic. And
The guys
everyone
seem
goes crazy.
problematic.
They seem like nothing but red flags, but like also everyone I know goes feral for them. Has
I
Maki
mean, they're
seen
super
Silas? Have you
hot.
seen,
They're
have you
super
seen
hot.
Silas? This Silas guy, I swear, is like I like one clip I saw. He like violently shoves you against the wall, and then everyone was like, "Wow,
Damn, that's
awooga."
hot. Yeah, awooga.
Exactly, awooga, awooga.
Damn, do that more, please. Maybe I should download this game again. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you like uh, you like
Does my hive fleet have a
hot,
name?
tall, problematic men.
Yeah, we decided this is a hive mind kaiju. Or the kaiju
I
hive
picked
mind.
Kaiju. I love it.
Yeah.
Which LDS boy? He wasn't. I said Raphael. Am I Raphael? I don't know. Every time I just think of Ninja Turtles.
I don't know any of the Love and Deep Space characters to give like pick one for you. I don't.
I see. I see. That's okay.
Yeah.
Also, here, chat. Let's take a quick look at the progress. I'll try to focus the camera once more. Eh.
Color's starting to go on really fucking well now.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Wait. Let me see
Yeah.
if I'll change the focus so we can see this guy a little better. Okay. You guys see? Mia. Hi, Mia. Everyone go follow Mia Sova, please. I love Mia with all my heart.
I do
Okay,
think
you know,
I need to
the
thin
focus
this out
looks
a
a
little
lot better.
bit
Sorry.
more, but it's coming. It's coming along.
I think it's looking good. Honestly,
Yeah.
I like it.
I like my coral color a lot, the one that I picked. I'm clearly gonna
Yeah.
have to do like a fuck ton of coats in order to build it up, but
I think it's going on pretty nicely, honestly. I mean, obviously I can't see like with the detail, but like yeah, I think that it's
Yeah.
looking pretty nice, pretty decent.
yeah, and I'm gonna use this Flesh Terror's red as like I'm gonna really thin it out and make it into like a wash, basically.
Okay.
And put that over top of the pink and like
Okay.
have that kind of be the detail pop.
Hell yeah. Yeah, washes is a big deal. People say like are sometimes uncomfortable with like their painting, but like I promise you, like just base coat stuff and get to the part where and if you and wash it and like it'll look great. I promise. But yeah. All right, chat here. This
Thank
is
you so much for the
our
follow,
progress so
AC.
far.
I
We painted in
appreciate
the
it.
Vulture,
Thank
the
you.
gold. Black's looking pretty decent. We have the metal painted in. Looks like a lot of this backpack is painted in. We need to do the shoulder pad, but I'm kind of saving the shoulder pad for last. But yeah, see, our guy's coming along.
I need some fresh water for thinning. Because I don't want to, like, dunk it into my blue water. You know?
Uh-huh.
So I'll be
Right.
right back. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Oh, now I'm in charge of Maki's chat. Don't worry, everyone. All right, don't worry. I've got. Don't worry. Hello, Maki's chat. Welcome. I'm Jane. I'm here to talk to you about Mpreg, the dangers of Mpreg, and you know why you should practice safe hand holding. Did you guys know there's a statistic that like when males get pregnant, it comes out of the butt, and like you know, after that, some people never recover. So you know,
You
practice safe hand.
realize I had my headphones on the entire fucking time.
Yeah, I was telling your chat to practice safe hand holding.
Safe hand holding is important, guys.
Yeah, exactly. See, so you know, you're welcome.
God.
All right, what do we do next? I'm saving the shoulder pad for last because the shoulder pad is what's gonna bring this guy what's gonna bring this guy all together. I think. So let's.
There we go. Add a little
Let's
bit more water
start-
because it wasn't thin enough.
The shoulder pad was not properly what's it called? It kind of has like a full plastic chunk on it. More than likely not get to see the end product because of sleeping. Can you show me the finished product? My DMs? Yeah. I'll post this on Twitter. I'll post it on the Discord and all that. So don't you worry, Wanda.
I want to see the finished product too. That's important.
Yeah, I got you.
Finished products are important.
I think your guy's coming along good.
I think so too. It's not too bad for a first Warhammer.
Yeah. Let me tell you, mine didn't look like that. Mine looked.
I love the pink color and how it contrasts though too. I think it looks so cool.
Yeah, the blue and the pink. Blue and pink is a nice color contrast, like a nice little color palette.
It's very cute.
My Tyranids I actually painted with the Godzilla color scheme. I gave they're like a dark. The skin's like a charcoal gray, and then the plating is like a blue color, which is supposed to
Oh,
be
that's
like
cool.
what's it called? I hold hand without gloves, but lost. What if you empreg somebody?
You need gloves for hand holding.
Yeah,
Every time. Glove up. Safety
up.
first. Yeah. The
Here's
blue
a
pops
question:
now. Oh, thank
should
you.
I start highlighting? Or should I work on the shoulder pad? I should probably just do the shoulder pad. Let's keep
Do
it
the
simple.
shoulder pad.
Yeah, we'll do the shoulder pad for sure.
Shoulder pad. More color.
All right. I need my ultramarines, my Macragge blue. Ultramarines, baby. Or the Primarch.
For the
God,
Primarch?
Space Marine 2 was so good. I was just such a big fan of that game.
Dude, Space Marines 2 was sick. I had so much fun playing that game.
It really was just like what like kid me wanted out of a Space Marine game or out of a Warhammer game. Like,
Well, and I think it's kind of crazy because I had never played a
Hi, Nora.
Warhammer game before I had played. I literally had picked up the first Space Marines like 3 months ago and was like, I'm gonna play my first Warhammer game. And like, I thought it was sick. And then I found out afterwards, I was like, oh, Space Marines 2 is coming out? Sick. Good timing.
perfect timing.
Right?
Excellent timing. I love that.
I was like, what crazy timing to pick up Space Marines for the first time.
Hey, I mean, the Emperor spoke to you.
The Emperor did speak to me, and he told me
Emperor's-
to lay my life on the line. You know?
Exactly. You got to fight the Xenos, you know?
Exactly.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is it. Also, Ultramarines blue goes on so easily. It's such an easy color to just throw on. Like, it's crazy.
Darktide is
I
still
love
a really good
easy
game
colors.
too. Ooh, I've been wanting to play Darktide. Have you played Darktide?
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
I
yeah.
have.
Yeah, you have.
Darktide's a good one. I like Darktide because Darktide shows, like, the smaller scale, like, more human side of Warhammer, you know? Like,
Mhm.
Space Marine is, like, the big leagues, you know? Like, there's Ultramarines fighting Tyranids. But Darktide, like, here's, like, what, like, some normal-ass humans have to go through. Like, which I actually
All the
love.
bad shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the undercover, like not undercover, but like under the surface, like not the big, like epic battles with the battlefields. Like no one's gonna know what those guys are even doing, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like they're just there to get a job done. But I do love that so much.
Maybe save their planet if they can, hopefully.
Right. Exactly.
Yo, Chachi! Thank you so much for the raid!
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders! My name is Maki. We are hanging out and painting some Warhammers here today. Hanging out with Jaden Story, who's also painting Warhammers. You want to say hi?
Yep. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Jaden Story. I'm a street racing VTuber. Today, I'm also a Warhammer painter.
We're just a
And
couple of
we're-
Warhammer painting kids.
We're vibing is what we're doing.
Yeah, big chillin' on a Monday night. Monday
Now
night.
I'm gonna
Thank you
do
so much for
gold
the follow,
room. I don't know if
BLK.
this is
How was
more
your
accurate,
stream,
but I feel like
Chachi?
Ultramarines would want gold for their shoulder plate, you know?
I think Ultramarines would want gold for their shoulder plate too. I agree with you on that
like,
one.
They need the gold trim. That's part of their
Yeah,
whole
they
thing.
do. They do. Hi, Scaled Panda. How are you? Hi. You did the operations in Space Marine 2? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. How was it? Chachi's been playing Space Marine 2 today.
Hey yo, let's go.
Hey, yo. Wait, so you went and did operations. Does that mean you beat the game? Did you have to beat the game in order to do operations?
No, you only have to beat the first mission, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I think you have to play the campaign to unlock all of the missions. I don't know. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I could definitely be feeding misinformation.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not
Thank
sure
you so much for
either,
the
but-
biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm painting a Deathwatch Marine now, so a Deathwatch Ultramarine. That's what my little project is.
And I'm just painting the cutest little giant Tyrannid. She's just baby. She's baby. She's so fucking cute. I'm not gonna lie.
I will say what another great thing about tabletop though is like when you play a game and like a model you spend a ton of time painting like does well, it's such a good feeling. It also sucks when they get killed immediately, but all, but like playing a Warhammer game and like
Whipping out like a really
Being, like-
cool painted model and being like, yeah, look at mine.
yeah, exactly, and you're just like, yo,
Like, oh,
keep
you think
this.
your army's cool? Look at my fucking army, and you whip
Yeah,
out the
it's like
cool
what-
painted one.
Yeah, and they're just like it's the intimidation factor is too much.
They're like, oh shit, it's real serious now.
Thank you for that, Bets. Thank you, thank you.
She's so serious.
She's too serious.
Just being the chick walking into the Warhammer store with the pink Tyrannid army.
Hey, I mean,
You
that's
know?
that's aura right there, though. That is aura.
That's aura. How many aura points do I get for that one? Like 1,000?
Yeah, absolutely. New painted models die first. It's true. In tabletop, there is something called newly painted model syndrome. And it's like whenever you paint a new model, it's like fresh, it looks good, like you're so happy. You put it on the table, it always whiffs and dies.
Aw, damn,
it.
because it's the one everyone's
That-
looking at. They're like, oh, that looks really
Exactly.
cool. I'll kill that first.
Exactly. That's literally like just such a it happens way more often than I would like to admit. The
Poor
newly painted model
babies.
syndrome. It happens, it's fine. Alright, okay. We got his shoulder pad done. I'll probably just do this whole shoulder pad actually. I'll probably just do this whole last shoulder pad. Let's start. Kosh tan tan. Chica noko 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 kosh tan tan.
Kostan-tan. Shika noko 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 kostan-tan. God, that's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Thanks.
You know what song is stuck in my head is that Bunny Girl song on TikTok.
What bunny girl song on TikTok?
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
My
it's not even
TikTok For
out
You
yet.
page has not been like good lately. It's literally just been like shopping channel and like those fucking like I don't know if you've been getting those like Chinese women wearing like no clothing dancing where like with like a dude yelling in the background telling you to
can't
like
say
send more money.
I can't say that I have.
I took a screenshot of it the other day. Actually, here,
I'll
I'll
be
send
real.
it to you. I'll fucking send it to you. Hang on, we're gonna lose model tracking real quick. Well, I send this to Jaden, and then I'll show my
That is
chat.
so funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of this because I was like, God fucking damn it, not this shit.
Now, what do we make this base color for this?
All
ultramarine
right.
symbol? Probably just do Celestra Gray into Ulthuan Gray. I think that's probably a good vibe.
Pulling this up to show everybody real quick. This is what it is. It's literally just like
Oh,
barely dressed women with a dude yelling in the background saying to give more money.
okay.
Yeah, and like
Okay,
you
interesting.
give them I guess the way it works is you give them money and they switch to like the person you want to see dancing, and there's literally like tons and tons and tons of these pages. It's so fucking
Uh-huh.
weird.
Interesting.
And I think because I like stopped and watched one for just like a couple of minutes because I was like, what the fuck is this? Now it's literally all that gets recommended to me. They keep sending it to me over and over.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, the song that I'm obsessed with, it's not even out yet. It's by Aki Saki. I've never heard of that person until, but let me just tell you, this song he made is just,
oh.
it is in my head. It will be in my head for until it comes out, which I guess it's in 2 days. It comes out on the
Oh!
18th. It's so good.
I'll have to go find that and give it a listen to. Cause no, I haven't. And I've just been avoiding watching TikToks, honestly, because of that shit. Just hasn't been anything like decent on my For You page in a hot minute. It feels
I
like.
feel like every time I go on TikTok, I feel like it's just 90% like not good. And then, but then, like, suddenly I come across one thing, and it's just the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And then, like, I'm just back into like scrolling because I'm just
Scrolling
like,
not
what?
good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
Yeah.
just like, like, what if I get back to just that silly, that silly video,
True, 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 true.
Like, what if I
Versus,
get
I feel
back to
like
another
TikTok
silly, like,
used
just
to be a
funny
lot
thing?
better about showing you funny stuff, but
Yeah, I don't
nowadays,
know.
less so.
Who knows how these algorithms work, man? I don't know.
I don't know, man. So you have to play through the entire campaign to unlock all their operations, but if a friend has them all unlocked, they can start the mission and you can join. Ah, I see. That makes sense.
That's nice. That's
That
nice at
is
least.
nice. I like that.
Now, should I
I
for this ultramarine symbol, should I paint the skull white or should I just paint the U white and have the skull gold? I think I'm gonna have the skull.
Skull Gold. I like
Skull
Skull
gold.
Gold. Skull Gold.
Yeah, we love gold skulls.
We do love gold skulls. That sounds sick. That sounds really cool. Here we go. Yeah, I actually haven't played any operations yet for Space Marines 2. I just did the campaign and that's it.
I just played through them like this weekend.
Were they
They're
fun?
great. Yeah, the it's crazy because the operations is literally it's just a second campaign. Like
Oh, really?
like
That's cool.
it's pretty much it's not like they just took the campaign levels and just repurposed them and you just play through the same thing. It's actually like different and it has like unique boss fights. Like
Oh, that's really cool.
it also coincides with the campaign as well. So like the story beats that happen in the campaign when there's like when Titus is like, "Hey, other squad, you guys got to go do this." Like you play as that other squad.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I like that.
Yeah. All right, this turned out very nice. This gray. That turned out pretty decent, I think.
Okay, I'm going to let that area dry and move on to like a different section. Because, man, this does not dry nicely. I'm not going to lie. But I'm committed
Yeah.
to the bit. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it just depends on like the wetness of the paint and also like the kind of paint. Because my stuff dries pretty quickly, but I think that's just because I have like the rate like the water to actual paint ratio is kind of more like balanced out because I'm not using a wet palette. The only
Yeah.
problem is that my stuff dries out super quickly. That's like the trade-off.
Yeah. Well, and I've been using less water too. I've been trying to use more just like the actual paint, but it is like it dries if I don't use it as thick. Um, it just dries funky, and it's gonna take me a lot
Uh-huh.
of coats to get this to the like level that I want, and then I'll actually have to go back in and clean up the blue on the edges.
Yeah.
You know, Gray Mater, thank you so
Now
much for
for
the
the
follow. I appreciate
for
it.
your
Thank you.
wet palette, what is the material you're using like to put the paint on?
It's a paper towel.
Because like when I made my wet palette, I used parchment paper,
Yeah, I
which is
would
like
use parchment paper.
it's a little
I
better
just
at like separating the water from the paint, I guess.
I just don't have parchment paper on me. I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever
I'm
works, like,
out,
yeah.
which is okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed your hair is black. That's lovely.
No, someone used the goth mode. I didn't even realize it.
Goth Maki.
Goth Maki. Hi, Lestis. How are you? Discovered Warhammer for the first time this week. My world has been shooketh. Bro, welcome to losing all of your money.
You're welcome, brother.
Speedrun edition. Time to spend hundreds of dollars on hobby supplies. Let's go. Literally me every time I discover a new hobby. I feel like as soon as I'm like, ooh, hobby, I'm like, well, time to spend all of my entire life focusing on this and spending all of my money on it. You know?
Yep. Also, hang on, I messed up. I actually put my metallic. I dipped a metallic paint in the non-metallic cup, so I gotta go empty that out real quick.
Uh-oh, not good.
I'll be back.
I got chat. Don't you worry, guys. I'm entertaining you now. You're stuck with me. Good evening. Hoping everything's going well. Stopping by to say hi, but you gotta sleep. Oh, thank you, Godfather Zilla. I appreciate that, dog. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, everything's going good so far. Just trying to get this paint on here, but like, my god. This is gonna take a lot of coats for this pink, but it's going to be the most beautiful pink by the time it's done. And then I will have to go in and clean up the edges of the blue, but that's
All
fine.
right, I'm back.
I can live with
It was
that. Welcome
quick,
back!
don't worry. My bathroom was just around the corner.
Nice. Easy peasy.
We're good.
Easy peasy then.
Oh, we should be in theory. All right. So now I have to decide: do I want to make this banner gold or do I want to make it parchment colored? I kind of want to make it parchment colored.
Parchment colored sounds cool. I like that.
TBH.
Because you already have a lot of gold going on in it, so I feel like
Yeah. I agree.
parchment. Yeah.
I think your assessment is spot on.
Yeah, look at me. Just came across Hobby Math saved $200 by not buying a $240 PG Gundam and buying a $40 Gundam instead. No, true. True. See, I didn't spend $65 or like $100 buying all the paints and this miniature. I saved $140 by not buying a Morty and just buying this instead.
There we go.
Yeah. Hobby Math. There we go.
Alrighty, perfect.
This color is literally just the perfect shade of pink. Like, I was a little worried that it wasn't gonna be, like, exactly what I was looking for, but now that I've actually got it on, I'm like, yo, no, this is everything I wanted it to be.
Yeah, this is a nice. See, this is a nice. What makes this color scheme nice is the contrast, like just the shading contrast, you know, because like you have a dark color working with like a light, like a really nice light color. So I always think that like contrasts like that always like work really well together.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it a whole lot. Just
All right,
all these
perfect.
crevices to get into, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but
Yeah.
thriving and surviving, getting in there,
We're getting in there.
getting
Okay,
hella
all
in
right.
there.
Let me see if I can show off the ultramarine symbol for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I gotta Agrax Earthshade this, but I'm going to just a little bit. I do not want too much going on here. I guess.
All right. Time for the bat carapace while I wait for this front area to dry. I feel like this is going to be a multi-day project.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I went into this being like, I'm just going to paint it and it'll be done. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, those bigger models definitely take a while. Like, I think if I sat down for like all day, maybe I could get a Tyrannofex done in one day. But
Yeah, and I'm like, we're 2.5 hours into this, and like, that's just the base coat that I'm still working
Yeah.
on, you know?
exactly. Which, like, to be fair, base coating is, I think, the longest thing. Like, once you do that, the details and stuff go by. I guess highlighting can be kind of a pain too.
Yeah, because doing
But
a wash on stuff is going to be pretty easy, you know? Like, you just kind of slap it on there and it's done.
yeah.
Go.
All right. I just Agrax Earth shaded it, so it looks a little dirty. You know, it's a little battle worn, but I'm gonna go back over and
And I'm not worrying too much about getting
recolor the
this
blue.
pink onto different
Tiefling.
areas that it's not supposed to be, because it is a lighter color, so I can literally
Yeah.
just go back over and clean it up.
Oh yeah, totally. Welcome in, Tiefling. Welcome. We are painting a Death Watch Marine. It's going pretty well. I
Painting.
think we're pretty good. We're pretty much just want to go back and, I guess, color in color in like the things with the shoulder pads. You guys are brushing it on, so it's a time convenient. Yeah, airbrushes would go by a lot quicker for sure, but I've never really been an airbrush person. I kind of like the hand painted look, because airbrushes will always like it's obviously like a lot cleaner and a lot faster. I think for commission painters, airbrushes are very important, but I uh I do enjoy just kind of like the hand painted like hobby look, I guess.
I feel like for this one in particular, I think this paint specifically would be like a lot better in an airbrush, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, different colors definitely work
Yeah,
better
I
in
feel like this
airbrush.
pink paint would be like a really nice airbrush.
Yeah, for sure. Like yellow, especially, is like such a pain in the ass. But like as an
Oh my
airbrush, it's like
fucking god,
so
I
much
hate
nicer.
doing yellow. Yellow is the worst.
Yellow is the worst.
Yellow is the worst.
I actually like
Fuck yellow.
because the two hardest colors are yellow and white, right? I think that I dislike yellow more than white.
I would agree with
Okay,
that. I would agree with
yeah.
that. I feel like you have to do a billion coats of yellow in order to get anything to work.
Yeah, and it never comes out smooth.
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't know what it is. It's always like blotchy and like, you know. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, see, putting in the wash and then just brightening it up a little bit adds so much depth. I really like how that turned out. Because basically it's giving off this impression that like there is grime and dirt in the armor, but because the color is kind of like lifted now, like it just pops out even more, which I really like. Hi, Holly.
There we go.
Welcome in.
Shades
welcome
of white
in.
and yellow are annoying? No, for real. Those are definitely the top two most annoying colors.
Yeah, white and yellow is
Yeah.
just like, which I actually have. My Eldar army is actually primarily white, but the only reason that I was able to do that was because of the contrast paints, because they introduced contrast paints and
Mm.
it made it really easy to get a good white.
Are the contrast
Um,
paints a little bit thicker?
They're thinner actually. The contrast paints like are
Oh.
basically washes, right? Because like, so there's this thing that people would do is basically they would prime a model like white, or like
Yeah.
a really like a bright color that takes to other colors easily, and then they would just kind of like fill it in with a glaze, and it
Mm-hmm.
would kind of like paint itself.
Yeah.
So they introduced contrast paints where like it was kind of that concept where you put something in like a really bright like white or light gray, and then you go over it with like a yellow or an orange
Right.
or a different color, and like it's kind of a base color and a wash color and somewhat of a highlight all in one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like the contrast paints. I don't think that people should rely on them because like I don't think you should ever paint like just only contrast because like then it like some of it doesn't look as good on details. But like um, if you're using it like as a tool, like I think it's a great addition to the paint line. Also, here we go, chat. If we want to look at this because I think we're gonna start getting into highlighting here. Let me try to
There we go.
let me try to configure this video once again with this focus. If you guys want to see the Death Watch Marine,
I want to see
Oh,
the death.
oh.
Ooh! Ooh, he's starting to really
Yeah.
come together. He's starting to look real
yeah,
nice.
I am actually.
I'm pretty impressed. Look how fast you've gone, too. Jesus.
I mean, my guy's a lot smaller than yours, to be fair. But-
It's
Yeah,
so
so-
fast.
So this guy is like, I would say that like this is tabletop ready. I would add a base to this, and I would put this guy on. Like this is basically like no highlights. This is just a wash, like blocking in all the details. Like the silver there, just the red on the gun. Like I feel like because these models are so detailed, you can kind of just let them speak for themselves. Like we're gonna do more obviously because we want them to look better, but I think this is a nice, decent. This is a decent tabletop quality. Like I would be happy putting this on the table, like with a base
Yeah,
and like
he
a
looks
big
really
army.
fucking good. I like him. Man,
Thank
you're
you.
fucking fast.
I mean, I have a lot less to do than you, to be
Yeah.
fair. So yeah, I would probably be around the same.
Still
area as
base
you,
coating.
yeah.
Well, and I've also
If I was
chosen
doing
like a
the
color
Chronotext.
that takes quite a lot to actually get it to show.
High school. Am I
Like,
trying to
I'm
make them
doing
like Titus? Oh, sorry. Go
coat
ahead.
after coat after coat after coat on here, trying to get it to really pop. Which you can see, like, this is my third coat on this right arm, which you can really see that it's finally starting to pop compared to this left
Yes.
one here.
Oh yeah,
You know?
totally. Uh huh.
But the body is ready for a second coat now, and that's going to use up a lot of fucking paint and time.
Yeah, for sure. I did
Go.
notice that I forgot to paint the Ultramarine symbol on his helmet. This isn't Titus. This is a guy from
Great
a
crowd
set,
hype! Thank you so much
actually.
for the follow. I
So
appreciate
he's
it.
already a named guy, but I was inspired by Mr. Titus to paint some Death Watch. That is definitely true. I gotta paint in the U on his head though. But should this be gold or white? I feel like we already have gold, so I'm gonna just do.
Yeah, you have a lot of gold on there already.
Yeah, we gotta throw a little bit of white. But yeah, he's looking good. He's looking really good. And yeah,
He's
the Death
starting to
Watch
look
keep
pretty
their
nice.
Death Watch keep their old chapter on their right shoulder, basically.
Oh, we're gonna get some
man.
underside paint too.
No piggy face option like opening Titus. Yeah, I miss the old like frowny face Marines. I do. I definitely do, but Primaris are cool. All right, so what should we start highlighting? Probably just the black will work on the most armor to the
Oh,
like
I'm finding it's this
most
the
annoying
second
highlights to
coat
the-
that's going on is really getting some of the color to actually show up now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like it's really starting to look a lot better than it did before with the second coat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's also like something that like some people like when they're first painting, like they'll put a coat down and like they'll get discouraged, but like literally like just put a thin coat down, put a second one down, and I promise like it just build the color up. It's like painting a house. And after a while you build the color up and then it looks great.
There's some spots where it is just really thin, and I do think I'm gonna have to do a third coat in order to like really get fully saturated. But that's okay, because I am doing like incredibly thin coats too, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Sublet! Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Shows age, I miss beaky marines? What are beaky marines?
Oh, that was just a helmet that like they had kind of like a beak look to it. I like Beaky Marines too. That was my favorite helmet. It's kind of like an older helmet design where they look like birds, but like
Aww.
they kind of phased them out with the newest stuff. That was one of my favorites.
Poor
Did you see the
Beaky
1.2
Marines.
trailer or live stream for Zenless Zone Zero? I saw the trailer with like Burnus and all them. I did see that. Yeah, the 80s
Are you also
stuff.
barking for Jane Doe?
Oh, I've been doing more than barking. Let me tell you.
Oh,
I
no.
have been. I am so down bad for that rat girl. It is crazy. I pull when I pulled for her. I pulled for my. It was my on my first 10 pull. It was crazy.
I don't play any like Genshin or anything like Honkai or whatever, but Blind has been like super addicted, and so like anytime that I go for a car ride with him, he like the payment for not having to drive is listening to him talk about Honkai Star Rail and Z's. So
I love that. I
yeah.
love that though.
Do you?
I do.
Because I feel like I know so much about this game that I've literally never played now. And that man is down bad for Jane Doe.
I am as well. Blind is very valid for that. To be fair,
No, for real. Super valid.
they went crazy on her marketing though. They definitely went out of their way to be like
She's hot.
for the horny crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, she is hot, hot. Oh my god.
Also, we are doing the gray highlights right now, chat. That's our next step in Mr. Deathwatch Marine.
Oh.
Which, you know, we gotta get the black to pop a little bit, so we'll do this and then probably another like harder edge highlight. But that'll be like kind of scarce.
To look beautiful.
It's all coming together.
She's so pretty.
Back then, there was a whole plot point where the Eye of Terror would blink for a few days, letting the Imperium try to wipe out Chaos once more. Wait, what?
What?
I've never heard that before. It would
What?
blink? Interesting.
What about blinking?
I guess the Eye of Terror, which is where all the demons come out of, would blink, and then it would let humans try to wipe out the demons.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I've never heard
That's
that before.
crazy.
Some of this old Warhammer lore is so crazy. Do you ever see that image of what the Emperor used to look like on the Golden Throne, like the first depiction of it?
Mm-mm,
It
no,
was
I haven't.
horrifying. It
No.
was absolutely
Is he like
horrifying.
terrifying looking or like what is
It's
he?
like it looks like a weird corpse attached to a machine, and like
Oh,
it's just very like Geiger, basically, like H.R.
weird.
Geiger aesthetic.
That's wild.
It looked great though.
No, I haven't seen that.
It was
I've been
so
debating
cool.
on if I want to try reading some of the Warhammer books.
Oh yeah, the books are good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd definitely say go for it. Like, I've only read a couple. I only read books about Tyranids. I mean, maybe I'm outing myself, but like I really feel like
A
I always
Tyranid
just want to
lover.
read books about Tyranids. I'm a Tyranid lover through and through. Like literally, I'll see a book and I'll just be all like, "Oh, it's got nids in it. Did they win? No, they lost." And then I'll get
Damn.
sad. But
Aw.
it'll be funny to read about how everyone's freaking out because there's just so many of these things and they're just ripping everyone apart.
Do
Read
the Nids
Eisenhorn.
ever
I
win in
heard
the
that was a
books?
great book.
Probably not.
I
You
heard
know?
that was a great book. Was Eisenhorn. I just realized I forgot to paint a little metallic part on this backpack.
I'm like really trying to make sure that I get her little shell covered completely before I start like going into paint the like what are these little pillars called?
They're kind of like chimneys, I guess, for like all the fumes
Chimneys?
that come out of these guys.
Yeah.
I
Or,
guess
like,
I
Her
don't really
fart
know how to
boxes?
describe
I don't know.
them. Yeah, exactly.
her little fart holes, I guess.
Yeah, just the little fart
Yeah.
holes, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you got two. And they've got, I don't know, 11 places to toot out of? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys can be kind of stinky sometimes, you know.
They're a
We
little
won
stinky.
Octarius. The Nids did win the Octarius War, which is a big deal in the lore. So, basically, when I started playing, they talked about how there was this one Inquisitor that drove the main Tyranid High Fleet, that was Leviathan, into a war with the Orcs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because his belief was they're gonna kill each other. But
Yeah.
then, unfortunately, though,
Did that not happen?
that did not happen because people were like, well, I mean, it buys the Imperium time to like shore up their defenses, but like Tyranids get stronger by eating things. So like when
Right.
if they win, like all the orcs that have gotten eaten are going to be like assimilated into the Hive Fleet, and they're going to come out with these new like more terrifying organisms. And orcs get stronger by fighting. So if they beat the Tyranids, then the orc horde is going to come out like as strong as ever.
Right.
And like it kind of was not the best move, but the Nids won.
Probably
Baby.
not the best move.
We won after all. Like I want to say this lore was introduced to me back in like 2006. Like that's what it read in the codex, but then like they finally like resolved that whole thing, and Tyranids won.
Ooh.
We finally won a battle because it's so funny because Tyranids never win.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say,
they-
like, I
they
feel like just
always
lore-wise, Tyranids probably always lose, just being hive mind,
Yeah.
you know?
Right, exactly.
And plus, it's like kind of the good guys versus the bugs, the good guys versus the bad guys. The Tyranids can't
Yeah.
ever win in the lore. Like, why not? Maybe we want the Nids to win.
Yeah, but we finally got one, and I'm very happy. 10th edition is new Nids. Yeah, there were new Tyranids in 10th edition, so they released like new models. So one could argue that those are from fighting the orcs. But let's just say that
fancy.
I'm happy. I'm happy with that we finally won
Finally
something in
pulled
our
something
lives.
off.
Because it's like the lore is always like, here's the great, big, scary, great devourer. Every story we put them in, they're pretty much just there to die and lose.
Yeah.
Which I guess is fair because it's
They're
like
there to make everything
you
else
can't-
look better, I guess.
it's like you can't if the Nids win, then everyone's dead, right? Like so
Right, yeah.
we had a streak
Everyone
in
became a
23. We
snack.
did. We did. We got a lot of new models in 2023, which I'm very happy about. As you guys know, we painted the Screamer Killer, which is I love the Screamer Killer. You know.
Here we go. Okay,
yeah.
my puppy is crying super
Uh-oh.
bad, like he would like to go potty. So,
Oh, don't
I'm
worry.
gonna let
I've got
him go
another
potty.
Mpreg lesson.
All right, you got
Beat up
another
your chat,
M-Preg
don't worry.
lesson for chat. Bet.
I
Take
do, I do, yeah.
Take care of chat. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Hello, chat. Welcome. Maki's doing a great job painting, by the way, for her first time, because my first time did not look like that. My first time was not nearly as good as she is doing. Deathwatch Marine's coming out good, though. I'm very happy with how things are shaking out. We're nearly done with the Ash and Gray highlights. Why do Gene Stealers love Space Hulk so much? Because basically because they can just hibernate in there, and then whenever the Space Hulk gets close to a place or like somebody sneaks on there, they can just kind of like grab them and attack them. You know, it's basically just a perfect place for them to like to stay in. You know. Also, Gene Stealers love spreading their seed. I don't think there's any better way to put that statement. But Gene Stealers love spreading their seed, so. Original Samplop rules for the Screamer Killer that was published in White Dwarf had the thing insanely tough. If you could get into hand-to-hand with it, just about any vehicle, it would win. I love that. I do. I feel like that's most Tyranids now, too. Tyranids kind of are the close combat machines, which we love. We love just swarming our enemies with big old bugs.
Lay down, puppy.
All right.
Lay down. Good boy.
All right, okay. Highlights are going good though. The highlights are looking well.
Good. I'm glad. I have to get some of these back legs a little bit more coated, and the chimneys need some more coating. I think this front area, like you can see, like it's pretty well coated. It's just these chimneys that need like some extra layers, but like it's looking pretty solid, at least on this front piece here.
Yeah, totally.
Need
It's looking great.
another coat for her nose, because it needs to be pink.
The widow
So
nose.
is this like a special thing? Like I get like cool moves to do with this compared to like grunt units?
Yeah, so the Tyrannifex, is like a shooty one. Like if you put the guns, like it's kind of designed to like bust tanks.
Oh, okay, that's
Um,
cool. A tank buster.
Yeah, it's either busting tanks or like hitting infantry with like a giant flamethrower, but instead of like fire, it's like acid, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of its whole shtick,
Or
I guess.
using it as the other form in spawning stuff.
Yeah, the Turbogon, you kind of just put with all your like frontline gaunts and stuff, and then like you just have it like continuously spawn like poop out little guys, and you know it's very
Just
annoying for your
popping 'em out
opponent to deal
babies.
with when like it's like, oh, I just killed all these guys, and it's like, oh, well, here's like 5 more.
No, you just killed him. Good job. Well, have another.
Yep, exactly.
It's turning out nicely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best. It's my first time.
Your first time is going well.
I'm
Better than
gonna-
my first time by leagues.
Well, I mean, I do guess, like, I do have experience painting, like, tabletop D&D minis.
True.
So I guess that helps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That skills. I'm sure that skill set also translates for sure.
Yeah. Hand painting tabletop minis. Basically the same thing, just different.
All right. So now I always kind of go overboard with this. I'm not gonna try not to. On all the sharp edges, I'm gonna try to do Administratum Gray. Is this too big of a jump though?
What way?
From
Let me see.
Eshin Gray to Administratum. Well, because it's supposed. So this is supposed to be like. So essentially, what this is supposed to be is like really hard edges where like it's catching the light. So I'm not supposed to like overdo it for sure.
Okay.
But like, yeah. So this gray right here, I'll try it. If I don't like it, I can always go back over it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
First time doesn't look like it. Aw, thank you. Yeah, technically, this is my first Warhammer mini. I've never painted a Warhammer mini before. The first
What
one.
do you mean I have to thin my paints? Exactly. They don't tell you that. They do not tell you you're supposed to thin your. When I first started, they did not say that you were supposed to thin your paints.
Thanks, Kono.
Like,
I
at all.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for the
Maki
Prime
is cool.
sub, Kono. Thank you. Holy shit, dog. I
I'm
appreciate
keeping
it.
this literally to only the hard corners.
There we go. Aww. Okay. Now I'm painting her chimney stacks. She's got so many.
Just the hard corners, nothing else.
I like your dude. He's really cool looking. I like the all black on it too.
Thank you. Yeah, Deathwatch is. a bunch of
Deathwatch
edgy
colors are
boys.
cool. Yeah. I like that color scheme.
Yeah, Deathwatch are dope though. I've never been like an elite army player. I feel like I don't. I always just play the hordes. You know, I don't really play
Yeah.
like the small elite armies. But as far as small elite armies go, I think Deathwatch are pretty up there in
I
terms
think
of like
he's
the
pretty
cool
cool looking.
factor.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying really hard just to not overdo it because I tend to overdo it sometimes.
Here we go. I think I thinned that too much.
This should really just accentuate, I guess. I think this could be fine, honestly, because again, I don't want to do too much here. With the maybe just a little bit more on the backpack.
I'm just like trying to make sure that I have a really good base before I'm like solidly like, yes, I'm done. It's time to go through with my wash, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's honestly like smart because like you want to make sure your base is like completely done before you start washing because once you start washing, like if
There's
you have
no
to fix
going back.
anything,
Yeah.
once you if you have to fix anything, you're pretty much gonna have to like redo it and then rewash it, and like that can get kind of messy. You kind of want it to get all like uniform,
And
like
it's
while you
just
can,
it's
I guess.
not quite uniform yet. Like it's getting there. It's just not it's not there yet.
Yeah, I get
Which
that.
is like hard when you're doing with like such white like light colors like this, you know?
Right. All right.
She is
Okay.
pretty,
I'm happy
though.
with that. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not overdoing it.
Brain hurts need ice cream after stream. Yo, sold. I want ice cream after stream. Bet. That sounds
Oh,
great.
I could go for some handles right now. I don't know if you've ever had handles before, but
No, there is one near me, but I've never actually been there before.
it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, I it's one of my favorite like ice cream places for sure.
Usually I just wind up going to McDonald's.
Okay,
'Cause
you
the
know,
handles-
McDonald's soft serves are pretty banging though.
They are pretty banging. When it's working, that is.
Yeah, like I do love McDonald's ice cream. I do.
Like usually I'll just
Handles
go
is
for
great.
like
Handles is great.
I miss the M&M McFlurries. I think they stopped doing them.
I feel like I've never been an M&M. It was always Oreo to me. M&M like would just hurt my teeth whenever I bit into them.
Really?
Yeah, they were like too much. Space Marine 2 spoilers. Yeah, we beat the game. We all beat the game for Space Marine 2, right? You beat the game?
Yeah, I beat the game. No spoilers.
Yeah.
already
We're
beat the
good on
game.
spoilers. We beat the game. Okay, now
You
I'm gonna
think
do
we'd
the
be
brown.
sitting here painting minis if we hadn't beaten the game yet? What? You
I
can
mean,
still
some
get them,
people
you just
do.
have to ask? Oh, I didn't know that. They don't have them on their menu anymore.
Oh, you have to ask. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that either.
I'm terrible about asking for things that I want.
To be fair, I'm not gonna. I will also probably not ask because
It's off menu.
But it's good. It's good to know. It's good. That is great information.
Yeah. I always feel weird about ordering stuff off menu. Be like, hey, can you make this for me, please?
For sure.
Like, pretty please.
Had one not long ago. Oh, okay. Holly says that she had one not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
But then again, she is also located in Australia, so
True. That's
Maybe things are
very
different
different.
M&Ms, but in a McFlurry, they're hard to eat. Yeah, they would hurt my teeth, like because they were really cold and like, you know.
I don't know. I like them. It's kind of like you find little crunchy bits in there.
I mean, that's fine. I don't. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
judging you for liking them. I'm just saying that for me, like, I prefer
Oreo. Oreo's good too. I do like
I prefer
Oreo.
Oreo.
I'm not gonna
That's
say
just
Oreo's
my-
bad. I do like Oreo.
I do love me some Oreo.
I feel like sometimes they come up with like really weird flavors though that are always a miss for me and they're never like good.
Yeah, totally. I can see that.
Like they
So I think we
recently
wanna
had
get
one where it
them
was
around
like
here.
a grandma McFlurry is what they called it. And it was
Wait,
like
I know. Wait, is it the one with the cookie? I had it.
no, it was like caramel and like some sort of toffee thing in it.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I swear I saw that in my McDonald's.
Yeah, it was not good. Their
A
menu
chocolate
doesn't
caramel
change just
M&M
because you don't
McFlurry.
see it doesn't mean you can't order it. But they stopped doing the grilled chicken after COVID, right?
There's grilled chicken.
They used to have grilled chicken sandwiches, and that was like my
Oh
favorite thing
my.
to get. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, they had grilled chicken sandwiches, and I used to get them all the time. And, yeah, no, I think they stopped doing grilled chicken, like, entirely.
Oh
Maybe
wow.
too many people complaining, like, my chicken's not fucking cooked, guys?
Yeah, my chicken is not grilled
My
enough. Hello.
chicken is not cooked. To stop serving me raw food. Hello? McDonald's?
At McDonald's, we're throwing. Come on.
Yeah. Catch these hands.
An apple pie McFlurry. Ooh.
Ooh, that actually sounds sick. I would love an
Yeah,
apple pie
That
McFlurry.
sounds lovely.
Is that on the menu right now? Because, like, I might be going and run grab one of those after stream's over.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm getting the sneezes again. I have to blow my nose.
Uh-oh.
All right, okay. So we got the browns highlighted pretty nicely, I think. Not too much.
Gotta get her chin done, too. Man, she's gonna be
Hopefully
so
not
pink.
too much. It was a special thing, so I don't know if they still have it. Yeah, I remember the special one they had was the Chips Ahoy McFlurry. I don't know if you ever
Chips
had that.
Ahoy, that sounds sick. I would love that.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. I won't lie.
That sounds pretty bussin'. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it
I
had
kinda
caramel
want one
Chips
of
Ahoy in
those.
it. Oh, it was lovely. It was
That
absolutely
sounds
lovely.
nice.
Okie dokie. Evil, let's do the red bolter shell. That will be the next highlight. Yeah, see, so the way that I literally water the paint down is I just put a dollop on the paintbrush, and then I literally just dip that paint in.
That's what I
That's
just
kind
did.
of. I forgot who like taught me to do that. There was some YouTuber I'm sure I learned it off of, but
Some YouTuber on the internet somewhere making
Yep.
Warhammer videos.
yep.
I think it's so weird, like, because I've also started recently, like, working on making, like, Gundam videos and stuff, too. And obviously, like, I've been building Gundam on stream for a hot minute at this point, you know? And so
Yeah,
it's
totally.
weird going from, like, having people that, like, I used to just watch on YouTube as, like, reviews and stuff to check things out to, like, being mutuals with people. Because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, look at this person that also does this sort of thing. And it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a crazy feeling when like someone that you would watch on stream or like look up to, and then suddenly you're just like talking to them or like you're meeting them, you know, like
Yeah, you're just like suddenly mutuals, and you're like, what?
yeah,
Are you
it's
for
pretty
real?
dope, though.
I'm like, huh?
A s'mores McFlurry. Whoa, hold on a minute.
S'mores McFlurry sounds
S'mores
really good.
McFlurry.
You know what I need? I don't know if this collab would ever happen. Those brown sugar Pop Tart in a McFlurry.
Ooh,
That
yeah,
would
that
be
sounds good.
sick. Maybe I just might go get like a regular ice cream in a cup, and then I'll get a Pop Tart and I'll crumble that shit in there.
They're dating someone and they met that way. Whoa, that's crazy. Also, hang on. I'm gonna grab a different shade of red. I think this one that I'm using is a little too
I'm in
bright.
charge here.
You're in charge again.
I'm in charge here. That's how you feel with me? What do you mean? I'm literally just a normal fucking person with a normal fucking job that does normal things, Chachi. Regular people, and I love hanging out with you. It's great. I got the power. I do. I own all the power. You guys have to listen to me yap about Warhammer. So why don't we tell stories about orcs? How about my favorite orc story? There was what was that one story? There was like essentially one time when the orcs were at war with the humans, and things were starting to go really, really bad for the humans. And so what they decided to go ahead and do was they instead just make-believed mouthed that they were shooting guns. And the orcs, because basically the way the hive mind works is whatever they perceive as reality becomes reality, started dying to their bombing attacks. That the humans were pretending was happening, it wasn't actually happening. Bang, bang, pew, pew, orcs started dying. No, exactly. That's the way that the orc hive mind works, is essentially like whatever they believe is happening is essentially what happens in reality. You know, you paint your ship purple and it's stealthy. You tape more guns to your gun and it makes it shoot bigger.
I'm back.
Humans were
Sorry,
out of
this
ammo and
happens
started
every
winning with
time I
pew pew
play
noises. No,
Warhammer.
exactly.
Every time I paint Warhammer, literally, like, I'm always like, sorry, I gotta get a different shade. Like, it just...
Running back and forth. You're like, change my mind, need more colors.
Yeah, this red's just a little... I don't know if I like it for... Because it's almost like... It looks almost orange compared to...
Let me see.
Compared to the... Or sorry, I don't know if you can see that bolter too well. With the highlight, yeah, you can even
He's
see the
very
highlight
little.
color.
I can't see him too well. Yeah, he's very small.
It's very, it's a little jarring, so I kind of think I want to go over with like a darker shade of red, and then maybe I'll save this for like the hard edges. Yeah, that's a lot better already. Oh yeah, that's way better. There we go. Oh yeah, that's lovely right there.
Yeah, thinking
There's-
about this, I think this whole thing would have been a lot better if I had just gone ahead and airbrushed the entire thing pink and then went through and started painting. If I
yeah,
had an
that's
airbrush.
definitely like
Yeah,
that's definitely like an easier way to do it for sure.
yeah, especially because it's such a light color that covering it up with the blue wouldn't really necessarily be a problem, you know?
Yeah, it's really just I mean, I think hand painting is possible. Again, I kind of like the control that hand painting gives you. You do kind of like do it, but yeah, airbrushing definitely is like a little does make things a little on the easier side.
She is really starting to get there though, as far as the level of coverage that I was needing it
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
she looks great. She looks great.
Yeah, it's really starting to pop. Like it went from being like, oh yeah, that's kind of pink, to being like, oh, that's fucking pink, you know? Like, and you
Yep.
can even see the difference between the top and like where I've done a single coat down here on the hooves, you know? Like there's such a clear divide between like what's had multiple coats of pink and what's only had like one coat of pink.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna go over with corn red again, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
There we go.
I mean, y'all have seen here that I'm definitely like fixing a lot, right? Which I think is just part of the process, you know. Nothing wrong with having to go back and like just to recolor some stuff in that you're not liking the look of. Still, though, that is good.
Here we go. Time to paint the chimneys again.
There we go. Okay. All right.
I think
here,
the
I'll try to
chimneys are the
show-
hardest part because there's so many crevices and like I have to really like get in there to get in there.
Let me try to show chat again. Get in the focus. Focus? Hello?
Hello?
Hang on,
Oh.
wait. Focus?
You're just a random person that
All
popped
right,
in one
here
day
we
and we
go.
became
All right,
friends. It
yeah.
feels so unreal. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't.
you
I
can
was
see
like
the,
paying attention to this.
The other red was like a little
I know,
too
I
orangey, so I
know.
think that this
Hey, I
red
think
is
that's
like
how
a
Twitch
little
friendships kind of go, though,
better
isn't it?
as like a highlight color because At least it's not like orange, you know. Which is
I
why I'm
like
happy to have
yours. He
you.
looks really good, Jaden.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's turning out pretty solid.
He looks pretty swell.
I might try to clean up a little bit of the highlights, but I'm happy with where Mr. Deathwatch Marine is going currently. Thank you so much, Lion. I think what I want to do is just
Popped in to bully me at best of a moth
a
with
little bit
24 at
more
best of
wash
a
in this
moth,
one
a scorpion,
area
and a
so that
bunny, and
like
then you
kind of
stuck
blends in
around.
a
Oh,
little
yeah, that's so
nicer.
true, Blaze. I appreciate that. That's exactly how you met your girlfriend. Oh, that's so cute, Chachi. I love
Kind of
that.
like a
I
pin
love that
wash
a whole
almost.
lot.
Just
Yeah, and
darken it a little,
Xenos,
but
she's looking
yeah, there we
pretty
go.
pretty. She's coming along
Is
really
that you,
well.
Titus? It's our boy. He's in there. All right, so we did the red. Let's do the metal highlights now. Actually, I have two different metals. I'm probably gonna dry brush
Oh, you
one
have two
thing.
different medals? Look at you, fancy.
Yeah, I have. Oh, I have some of these. So we're gonna do Stormhost Silver first, and then we'll do Necron Compound. Necron Compound's a dry paint, though. Reuse the enemy pyramid from World War Z. I mean, it worked. Like, it looks aesthetically so good when the Hormagaunts are like jumping on top of each other to try to like um to get to us. I didn't even think about World War Z until somebody like mentioned it, you know.
World War Z?
Yeah, because the devs that made Space Marine 2 are the devs that did World War Z
Oh,
apparently.
no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I literally didn't know that either.
That's kind of nuts, actually.
Yeah, good for them though.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
like I heard like World War Z was actually like a very good game.
I actually never played it either. Like,
Yeah,
I
I never
heard it
played it,
was
but
great, but, like, I never picked it up.
yeah, me neither.
I just, like, I feel like we're in an era, essentially, where, like, there's so many good games out that it's hard to buy all of them. You know? They're so
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. And
expensive.
like because a lot of them definitely have kind of like the live service type stuff, there's a lot of
Yeah.
like I have to pick and choose what to spend my time on, you know.
Mm-hmm. Same,
Like
same, same,
ever
same.
since Space Marine 2 came out, I've just not touched Valorant, which maybe is for the better.
Well, and I feel like one of my other big things is like shit's getting more and more expensive as the days go on, and especially when you have like hobby stuff like Gunpla and Warhammer and whatever, it's hard to be like, oh, I should buy a new game when you're like, oh fuck, but like I also need new paints and like new brushes and stuff
Exactly.
like that. And so I wind up spending like far more on hobby things than I do on,
Yeah,
like
totally.
games lately.
Yeah, I understand that because there's a lot of games out there that come out half baked too. Like I'm like so many people have to be like cautious because like it's always like, is this game gonna be good? Because like who knows? Like a game you pre-order could just be like a total flop because
Yeah, no, for real.
of how like production cycles are, like how demanding the game industry is, how like sometimes devs maybe are not making the smartest. Not even the devs. Like I'll say
The companies are
the
pressuring them to make
companies,
decisions
yeah.
for money instead of the quality of the game, more
Exactly,
or
which is why
less.
Space Marine 2 was so refreshing to me because that game really just felt like they were like, let's just make a banging game. We're gonna make a sick AAA game, cool campaign, tacked on multiplayer, like so it was a good feeling like playing that
Yeah,
game
no, it is
again,
really good.
which is why I very much
I
enjoyed
have
it.
World
Like,
War Z and I find it fun. Yeah, I've always been interested in trying it. I just haven't, again, more games to buy, right?
yeah,
And so, like,
totally.
I tend to just stick to stuff that's available on Game Pass because I find it easier to, spend $10,
Yep.
$15 a month on Game Pass and just play whatever's on
Oh
there
yeah.
versus, like,
To
actually having
me,
to fucking buy games.
I might not like Microsoft as a company, but like Game Pass is just one of the best consumer deals just out there, you know?
You're the
Like
one who got me on Game Pass. You shilled for it so
I'm
hard that I,
telling
like,
you,
went
it
and
was
got it.
but you have to admit it is an incredibly good
No,
deal.
it
Like
is a good deal. You're right.
especially as a content creator, like just like oh my god, there's just like, like And again, I will acknowledge that Microsoft is maybe not the best company in the world, but like,
Yeah.
god damn. Also, chat, I love the way that this Stormhost Silver is working out because like it's just brightening up the metal parts of the gun so much. It's like it's perfect.
But yeah, like on games that have come out that I'm like, oh, I want to try, but I don't know if they're worth the money. The
Mhm.
new Star Wars game.
Yeah, I heard that game was not fantastic. I'm gonna be honest.
Right. I've heard it's not fantastic, but also that it's also fun, you know? Like it's a weird
Oh, is
combination
it
of like,
fun?
yeah, it's a fun game,
Okay.
but at the
I
same
mean, that's
time,
good
like
enough.
it's buggy as hell because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, I get that. I guess it's kind of like, I mean, Bethesda games are like hella buggy, right? But they have like kind of like that charm to them of like,
The buggy charm.
yeah, it's like
Don't
it's
buy
still like
it.
it's funny, you know. Like,
Yeah.
however, I will not make excuses for Starfield. I just that game, I
Yeah,
will.
Starfield. I can't believe what they did to
That game
that
was
game.
that game was ass. Like it was just so boring. Like,
The
no
Blizzard
offense to any
equivalent of you guys have phones, right?
Yeah, I don't want to. If anyone likes Starfield, no hate. Obviously, it's just that game I just found incredibly boring.
I
And
didn't
thank
even
God it
wind
was
up
on Game
getting
Pass
it.
because like, yeah, I would not like. I would have been upset if that game like. I don't know. It's just not very exciting. You know, just kind of boring. Also, wait, I have a question for the Death Watch people. Is this part in the middle of their shoulder pad supposed to be gold or is it supposed to be silver?
The
Does
middle of the
anyone
Deathwatch
remember from the
shoulder
game?
pad. Gold or silver? We need
Yeah,
answers here. Stat.
I'll look up a reference pic. Don't worry.
You don't have any friends playing Space Marines too? Aw, man. Well, I still think it's fun, and I'm sure that you can maybe find some folks in
Oh
the community
yeah,
who are interested in playing.
I think the
Yeah.
single player thing by itself is just great fun.
Yeah. And
You can
like
always
I'm
do quick
sure if you
matches with
literally
groups.
just ask anywhere in the community, people are willing to pop in and play stuff with you too.
Totally.
As long as you're willing to take the first step and being like, "Hey, who wants to play this?" Like people will jump in.
Hello SW. Hang on, let me see if I can point it out. So you know on the shoulder pad, this middle bit of the shoulder pad, like the kind of the skull right here, is this supposed to be silver or gold? I'll look up a reference pic though, because
You got to have it perfect.
yeah, I do like taking creative liberties with my models though. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love um doing whatever like I want, you know. It can be both. Most of the time I'm seeing as silver. Okay, for sure. Thank you so much for the help. I will I will look up a Google search real quick. Deathwatch shoulder pads.
We're going on to like coat 3 on these forearms too. It's really coming together.
Oh, so this reference picture does have it as a gold, but only the skull, which I can do, I guess. I can do that. That's fine. Also, I think I contaminated my water again, so
Uh-oh. That's no good.
painted pink and yellow. What do I look like? An emperor's child? An emperor? Do I look like emperor's children over here?
Maybe. You could.
Hey, whoa! Come on, that's
Whoa,
heresy
whoa,
now.
whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa! Hang on a
whoa,
second.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Speaking of which, what am I doing? This is not gold at all.
No heresy allowed in here as she paints the
No
Tyranid.
heresy is allowed in here.
Hey man, a little bit of heresy? Just like a smidge.
Just a smidge, you know.
Just a smidge. You know, we don't always have to follow the codex.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could just go off codex just like a little bit.
It's a set of guidelines, you know.
Yeah. It's a set of guidelines. We don't have to follow the codex to the T. Right,
It looks like
guys?
only that much is painted gold, actually.
Have a good night, Chachi. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Chad Fabius Bile upon meeting Slaanesh. You are not real. Oh man. Do I want to? Maybe I should just. Actually, no. Let's not be lazy. There are points where I'm definitely just like lazy, and I'm just
You're
like,
trying to be lazy a little bit.
yeah. I'm like, can I just get away with not washing this? But now I'm just like, oh, let's just wash it. It's fine.
Just do it. You're stuck here with me anyway. You might as well do it.
Exactly. We are doing an Agrax or a Shade though, because I don't know. I think Agrax on metal looks so good because like I just love the kind of dirty, grimy look. You know, like the equipment's being used. Also, hang on. I gotta change my water out again. BRB.
I'm really going ham on these chimneys here, and it is really starting to come together. I think the only things that I need is maybe just like one more coat after this dries. I think one more coat on the top carapace, and then I'm done with that. And then I can really just focus in on maybe cleaning up some of these other areas. And then she's gonna be beautiful afterwards. She's gonna be looking gorgeous. You've had one online relationship? I've only ever had one online, like a relationship that I met someone on the internet once.
You wanna know what that's like?
Wouldn't know what that's like.
No, I said I know what that's like.
Yeah. Yeah, just one. But otherwise, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like from the generation where it's like, that wasn't as common, you know? Like I feel like it's way more common nowadays than it was back in the day, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I feel like nowadays, if you met somewhere other than the internet, like, what the fuck? How did you even meet somebody?
Yeah, it's almost like, whoa, congratulations.
Whoa, you guys went offline somewhere? What the fuck? That's weird. What are you doing going out IRL? That's crazy, dog. Even though I go out IRL, like, I couldn't imagine dating any of my IRL friends. Like, that would be
I cannot
weird.
imagine going up to someone face to face and saying like, "Hi, I like you."
Yeah, like,
Like,
can you imagine going up nowadays and being like, hey, can I get your phone number? Like, fuck no, dude. That's
yeah,
weird.
like that's scary.
Yeah.
That is fear. That is fear. And like, because okay, so people rag on dating apps, and I agree, dating apps suck because like it's just not a great environment. But one thing I will give credit to is that like dating apps do get rid of the big question that
Are you
is
single?
very important. Yeah, for one, are you single? Two, like, well, I mean, not everyone on dating apps is single. I've come to learn. But,
Not everyone on dating apps is single?
no.
I mean, I guess that's true. That's not good,
Uh,
but I guess that's true.
It's yeah, but like the question of does this person think I'm attractive? Like if you match with someone, you at least are over that hurdle, you know?
Yeah, that hump is taken care of. Like, they matched
Yeah,
with you.
so like that is a good thing, but yeah, dating apps is kind of stinky.
Stinky. I've never had a
Stinky.
good experience with dating apps. I'm not gonna lie. I've only ever had bad experiences and like no serious relationships out of dating apps. Versus
Yeah.
like I have some friends who've met on the apps and like they're doing pretty good so far. Like they're still in a pretty
Yeah,
relatively
same.
new relationship, but they're doing good so
Yeah,
far.
same.
But like I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could
Right.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm also like I need to be friends with somebody before I'm interested in dating
Yes.
them kind of person.
Yes, totally.
Where like for me, if I'm dating someone, I don't want to go through the whole like romance and going out and doing flowers and stuff. Like I want to go straight from like not dating to like I come over and hang out in my pajamas,
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
I'm that kind of person. Like I don't want to go out to eat. Like I want to hang out in pajamas and watch TV, but you can't do that with someone that you don't know. So,
Right.
yeah.
I never tried dating apps. I'm still single. I mean, you can try. I think like there's no harm in like trying because like I've seen people be successful. Like, like not saying like it'll always work, but like I've seen people be successful on dating apps. It is a little scary, but I would definitely be like, what's the harm in like trying
There's no
once,
harm
you
in
might as well
trying new things.
give it a shot, But
Sign me up for pajama and movie night. Fuck yeah, we'll have a pajama movie night party.
yeah, you were not allowed if you do not wear pajamas.
Yeah, you have to show up in pajamas.
Yeah, and you have to like take a picture of it
Oration,
and
thank
show
you so
your
much for the
kid, otherwise
follow.
it's off to the Shadow Realm
Yeah,
with you.
pajamas only.
Okay.
And it has to be a good
Alright.
movie too. Like you gotta pick a good one.
Oh
You can't
yeah.
pick a stinker. Like I watched such a good movie the other night. I watched what the fuck was it called? What the fuck was it called? Blind, are you in chat? What was the movie the other night called? I don't remember. It was the one where they
This-
curve bullets.
Oh, Wanted.
Yeah, we watched Wanted the other night.
I mean, that movie was
Thanks.
kind of sick, though, to be honest.
The movie was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
The movie
Yeah,
was kind of fucking sick.
it was
so,
kind of
no.
fucking sick. I'd never seen it before.
Oh, you've never seen it before? It's good.
No, I'd never seen
Oh.
it. Yeah,
I like that movie. It's cool.
it was a good movie. I was surprised. I was like, yo, this is sick. I can't believe I've never seen this.
I still
sure
dream
is a
about
movie.
sleepovers where we all wear onesies. I would wear a Mishi onesie.
I mean, the story wasn't particularly good, and the storytelling wasn't good, but man, it was fucking cool.
Sometimes you just need some cool action scenes,
Yeah. Like, I
That
saw
was the
The
most important
Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper?
It's Jason Statham, and he's a beekeeper.
Oh. Is he a good beekeeper is the real question?
Yeah, he keeps bees. Also, he kills people, but he's also a beekeeper.
Why, that, like, I mean, I knew that was a thing, but, like, that is such just, like, a Jason Statham thing. It's like, here's a random-ass job that sounds completely normal, but actually, he's a murderer.
He kills people. Yeah, he murders people.
Also, he just kills people. Like, that's just such a Jason Statham thing. That's crazy.
So good. It was probably one of the most gory movies that I've seen in theaters in a long, long time, though. I had to cover my eyes at a couple of points.
Dang.
Yeah. That
is
just goes to tell you how gory
green.
it was. Like, if I'm having to sit there and cover my eyes, like, yeah, it was gory.
Yeah. I feel that.
Never see a Jason Statham movie that comes out in January that's half his movies and they're all so bad. No, it was a great movie. Like, it was terrible, but it was also great, That's just
Sometimes
kinda how it
bad
goes.
movies can be good, I think that if a movie, like, can accept what it is and be like, listen, we know we're not gonna, like, we're not Casablanca, we're just gonna do some cool action scenes. I can respect that,
Yeah, we're gonna be bad, mediocre at best, and do cool action scenes, and you're gonna love
Yeah,
it, and
it's-
we're gonna love it, and we're gonna have a good time. And, like, that's kinda
And so-
it.
If you can do that, then for me, I'm just like, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Like, I loved The Beekeeper. I thought it was a funny movie.
Yeah. Valorant is the real dating app. Yeah,
Okay.
you're not wrong.
Give me your best Valorant voice.
It's my best Valorant voice.
Yeah, give me your best Valorant boy voice.
Okay, hang on. This is what it sounds like.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm here. Here
Bro,
for
he
it.
fucking dry swings that? Oh my fucking god, bro. He's 1B main, 2B main, 3B main. It's B. It's B. It's B. They're flooding in. I'm flash. I'm dead. I'm dead. Bro, you didn't trade that?
Oh
Dog.
no! I
What
was
the
waiting
fuck
for
is
you to
my
do the
Jet
deep boy
doing?
voice.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I thought
the deep boy
I thought you wanted.
voice.
I thought you wanted what Valorant comm sounded like.
No, I wanted the weird deep e-boy voice.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Oh shit! You mean like the corpse husband? Type,
Yeah,
like-
where the guy's like fake doing the really
Hang
deep
on.
voice and they're like,
I
hey
can't-
baby.
I can't. Hang on. Like.
Hey baby, what you doing over there? You
Like,
wanna
like-
you wanna be my what is it called? What's the healer called?
Sage.
My pocket sage.
Want to be my pocket sage? Hey, my team's literally throwing, bro.
Bro.
Hey, like, bro, what the fuck is my team even doing, bro?
Oh my god,
And then
there's
they'll
a
say
girl
something
in
like-
lobby.
Hey there, kitten.
Oh,
Wanna
gross.
be I'll buy you Discord Nitro. Like, like that.
Discord Nitro, really?
Oh my god, the uwu.
Oh my
Ah.
god, I would love Discord Nitro. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so funny.
I feel like you do that a little too well. I'm not gonna lie.
I do, actually. Yeah, it's a little cursed. I'm not gonna lie.
You do that a little too well.
No one's ever gifted me Discord Nitro.
I have been gifted. Jelly gave me the Reyna eye leer on my Discord profile, so every time I talk, there's a little Valorant effect that plays, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like it.
Oh, that's cute. Hi, Christmas Sue. I did have one girl gifted me the Discord kitten thing. Azure Ray gifted me Discord kitten.
Ray! Oh my god, I
Yeah.
love Ray.
She
Wait,
gave
I
me
love
the
Ray
little
so
Discord
much.
kitten skin thing for my
I love
my
Ray.
icon.
She is so sweet. She is
so
such a
cute.
sweet. She's such a sweet, wonderful bean. I do love Ray Ray.
She's such a cutie.
She is. She is. You arranged a marriage between us, remember?
Did I arrange a marriage between the two of you?
Yeah, I raided into you, and the first thing I heard was like, "Hey, I have a husband for you."
Oh yeah. That's really
I
cute.
think you guys. To be fair, I think you all were drinking. That I think that was a drunk stream.
Were we playing?
I think it was Portal.
Oh fuck, we were
Portal?
playing Portal. Probably.
I don't
yeah,
remember.
because we
I
got
really
stuck
don't
on a
remember.
puzzle and we wound up playing till like 1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
because we were too dumb to figure it out.
It happens. Portal's hard.
Yeah, Portal's fucking hard, man. Portal's hard.
Portal's very difficult, so I don't blame you for a second.
Yeah, and the dumb thing is the solution to the damn puzzle was that we were supposed to do it at the exact same time and bonk into each other. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
I would have never
some
figured that out
teamwork-
had I not, like, fucking Googled it. Like, I was so mad.
Teamwork and coordination was required.
Yeah. And testing things and figuring that out, I guess.
Yeah. Puzzle games. I suck at puzzle games. I'm so bad at puzzles. Like, every time I do a puzzle game, like, Chad probably thinks I'm just the dumbest human being on the planet.
That's how I feel. Yo! Welcome in, Raiders! Oh my goodness! To a double raid! Bulby Brook, my wacky brain! Thank you guys both so much for the raid! I appreciate. Oh! And Astrobat! Triple raid? Holy shit,
I
guys!
guess you're here for the cat ears, too. Hey, yo. Let's go.
Welcome. My name is Maki. What? Another one? My wacky brain. Thank you so much for the raid. My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanajo. And I'm hanging out here with Jaden's Story, and we are painting some Warhammer minis today. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much.
Sure, Wong. See you later. Have a good night, friend. Thank you
Evil
so much for
Winter,
supporting and
Shitsta, thank you for the
community with me.
follows. I appreciate it. Do you want to say hi, Jaden?
Oh, sorry. Hi, Raiders. Sorry.
Hi,
I was
Raiders.
focused. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in to Maki Stream. I'm Jaden Story. I'm a street racing VTuber. Also, a big Warhammer fan. I'm currently painting some Deathwatch. Hang out with Maki as she paints her Tyrannofex.
I got my little
Which-
Tyrannofex baby here, and she's starting to. It's really pink now. Have you peeked in a while?
I have, yeah.
She's
That's like,
pink.
I like that. I like that.
I think it's time for a wash.
Hey, yo,
What do you
let's
think?
go.
What do
Yeah,
you think?
I say,
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. Now,
Yeah.
okay, here's a question. Are you going to wash the two separately, or are you going to do it one color? Because
I'm doing them
there's a thing
separate.
with-
So I'm gonna do the.
Okay.
I think I should do the wash on the top first because when I go to clean up the bottom, it's darker, and so it's gonna be less noticeable, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Yes. That should, yes.
Thank
that
you
is
for the
correct.
biddies. Welcome in, Spiral
Yeah,
Death.
definitely.
Thank you.
I was just saying,
Oh my
because, like,
goodness.
sometimes, well, I mean, I guess sometimes people kind of have the Tyranids in a place where they can wash the whole thing. They design the color scheme so they can wash the whole thing in, like, one color.
Mm.
Like, my Nids, I can just do Null Oil all over, but
No,
I guess
because
because
I'm
those
washing
two
them.
colors are
I'm
very
washing them
drastically
in Flesh
different.
Terrors red. So
Okay.
yeah, guys, thank
Okay,
you
for
again
sure.
so much for the
Oh,
raid.
so-
What
so
were you
you're gonna
guys
try
up to?
to-
Were you all playing together?
Darken it? Because that's
Yeah.
a contrast pick, by the way. That's not a
Yeah,
wash.
it is a dark. I know it. I'm gonna thin it with water and
Oh,
use
okay.
that as a wash, more
Okay,
or less.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like super thin it, and
Uh-huh.
I might actually super thin it and add a little bit of this Vallejo gray and to make it like really dark and then go back in
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Okay, slay.
Slay?
I love that.
Slay?
Yeah, slay. Yeah, slay. I love
You
that.
guys were drawing Pokemon from memory? Yo, that actually sounds
God, that's
really
pretty.
fun. I love that.
I
Also,
still
thank
need
you
to
again
paint
for
the
the
backpack. I
biddies. I
forgot.
appreciate it.
I don't even got to paint the backpack, but there's a bit on the backpack that needs
Yeah,
some
I think it's
painting.
time. I think
yeah.
I think
I'd
her
love to see it.
back legs and hooves need more, but I think everything else is good and ready for a wash.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
so
Do it to it.
Freyas, Hunger for Hands, thank you guys so much for the follows. I really appreciate it, you guys. Holy shit. You guys are really sweet. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you had an amazing stream. And I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your night. We're going to be hanging out here probably still for just a little bit while I continue to get
Painting
this
thing,
paint
right.
looking pretty
Imperfect
nice.
13,
but-
thanks so much for the follow. Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
we're almost done, Soul. We're pretty close to being there.
Yeah, I think we're
We
doing
still-
good.
I still do need to do the base, though, which I'm aiming to get this like whole model done.
You're doing the whole model?
Yeah, which I think
Thank
is
you. You have to
definitely
read this
possible. It's only
username.
one guy,
Thank you.
you know.
Gotta head to bed. Have a good night.
If it was a squad,
Thanks
it
so
would
much for
definitely be like
hanging
a lot
out.
harder, but we should be able to get him all the way based up and all that like by the end of tonight, I would hope. Because my guy's
Alright.
pretty much there, I feel.
Man, that's such a cool fucking red. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna really thin this.
Yeah,
You ready? I'm scared.
I'm ready.
I'm scared.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Just YOLO.
It's
a younger,
really,
you
really
like to play
thin, so
YOLO.
we'll see what happens.
Not a Legion. Oh yeah, Death Watch is not a Legion. You're right. Ooh, okay. Once I've ever watches, always just make sure that like things don't dry when they're pooled up. Always just try to move things towards like crevices.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
That's
I'm
kind
getting
of
it like
the
crazy
one
thin.
tip. That's kind of the one
Crazy
tip that I
thin.
guess I would give for washing. Otherwise, I think washing is definitely the most fun. It's definitely the most like brain dopamine hit, you
Brain
know.
feel good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's really coming together. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the wash is big. Like the wash is definitely like a big game changer. Like just seeing like all the like, it basically just makes all the detail pop, you know? So like
Yeah. It's like
It's a really
it's
good
looking
feeling.
pretty crazy. Like how much detail is already starting to pop out just from this little bit of wash.
yeah, washes they do the emperor's work when it comes to painting.
Oh my god. Okay. I think we're killing it. I do want to go in and dab it with a paper towel to like clean it up a little bit. In spots. Just like that. Oh yeah, and it really just made the pink pop so much more too. Like
Yep.
it just gave like such a nice little just oomph to the pink.
Yeah,
like,
I would
you could
definitely say
see-
washing is like just one of the biggest like game changers when it comes to painting.
Like you could see the difference from where the wash went on to where like no wash has been applied.
Yeah, totally. Ooh,
Oh, okay. We're gonna do some more.
look at that. I love that.
Okay, here we go.
What else do I need to do for Mr. Guy here?
Going in. I definitely want I'm gonna go in a little bit darker with the contrast too in like some of the crevice areas. Like I'll do a second run in crevices. But like it is really it is foaming a little bit, which is a little weird. I wasn't expecting it to get bubbly when I added water to it.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Another thing is like, because washes are really thin already, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that I sometimes happens is like white spots appear if you put too much water in. I guess that is something to be careful about. You can always like go back over it, but like
Yeah.
yeah. Because sometimes when it dries, because like when you water something down, like it'll like remove any of like the pigment. So like sometimes when it dries, it
That
just
makes
dries in like a
sense.
little like
Yeah.
white splotch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a little
but
white splotches where you weren't expecting them to be.
yeah, but that's easily fixable. I wouldn't worry too much about that. All
Yeah,
right,
because
what
I could
else
just
do I
go
want to?
back in and add a little more. Alright, there we go. And I'm just trying to use
The
like
question
a
is,
big brush too, because there's such a big area to cover.
uh-huh, I get that. All right, where's my Ulthuan Gray? I'm going over this Ultramarines logo.
It is really setting the details though. This is beautiful.
Yeah, washes like are like I think it does so much work and like it brings the model together like it really does.
Black
I
Knight, thank you
stand for
so
like a
much for the
Death Watch
follow.
squad
I
standing on a mountain of
appreciate
dead
it.
Tyranids. That'd
Thank
be a
you.
cool that'd be a really cool diorama to make. People have made dioramas like that before actually.
All right, we're gonna grab a little bit more of this contrast color. Just kind of tink it down. Maybe a little less water on it. Because it's already pretty thin. Oops. Man, this Flesh's red is a really fucking cool color.
Yeah. Telling you, GW paints like are expensive, but they're pretty decent.
They were
The only thing that
only
kind of sucks about them is the
$5, so it wasn't that bad, you know?
yeah, I guess $5 isn't too bad, but I feel like when you're buying
Yeah.
like
A
tons of these
ton.
things, it
Yeah,
can add
that's
up
true, that's true,
sometimes.
that's true.
I don't even want to think about how much I've spent on paints. Like I
Alright,
just
here we
know it was
go.
far too much. Are there Dreadnought minis? Oh yeah, totally. Basically any like unit that you saw in Space Marine 2 is a unit that
They
is
have
on the
minis
tabletop.
for sure. They're not gonna pass up
Yeah.
on that. This is
Yeah.
a Games Workshop is a money making machine.
Yeah, those guys make so much just printing
Yeah, they're just
or
about as good at
little
as
plastic.
Bandai of like making literally everything into something so that they can make money off of it, you know?
Yeah, totally. Okay, the Ultimate Gray is going on kind of nicely here. Okay.
Alright.
All right, let's go. Oh shit, I need to do the one on his forehead as well.
Really packing this in here. There we go. Now it's starting to look real nice. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I made a small mistake that I will have to fix, but all good.
Okay, dab a little bit more. Sheesh. It looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It looks so good.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, the red is really accentuates the pink color too. So it was a good Good pick for the wash.
Yeah, I think it was a good choice. I'm also okay with the fact that it got bubbly because it is supposed to be coral. So if it looks like
Yeah.
it's got kind of like these little bubbles and stuff growing into it, it's just and a little lumpy. That's perfectly on point for it. Like it's kind of giving it like a crab shell outer. Like it looks like crab legs, I'm not gonna lie.
It does. Oh, I'm getting hungry.
Like I would crack these bad boys open and have them for a snack a little bit later.
For sure. Also, alrighty. Now, what do we want to do for the eye color? Evil Sun Scarlet or Wazdaka Red? Evil Sun Scarlet, I think, would be maybe a little too orangey. I don't know.
That's a lot of butter. Yeah, for real.
What should I do for the eyes?
What
Crab
color for-
Rangoon. Oh,
Oh, crab rangoons.
that sounds so good.
That does sound good.
All right. Yeah, we're pretty much done with this guy, I think. I don't really know any
Jeez.
other. I think my guy's pretty much on his way out. Because I don't really know what else to be painting for Mr. Deathwatch over here.
I think I've still got a ways to go with this one. She is
You know
coming
what?
along, though, which is really nice. She is really coming along. Like, way better than I was anticipating, too.
Yeah,
Like,
she
I
looks
wasn't
great.
expecting her to, like, look like a crab afterwards, like the carapace, but, like, after I put this on, like, man, that really just looks like crab.
Yeah, the thing settling into all the details and stuff, like, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I like that so much. I do want to do like a maybe like a black wash on some of the parts too before I start highlighting. Let me just do like a dark gray, like a really thin one.
I'm trying to see how will this
Really thin black wash to see if that also
how will
helps
these
pop things.
eyes shape out. I think this red's a little too bright. I think I'm gonna go back over it. The red's a little too bright, so I'll probably tone it down to the Wazdaka red. There is actually a way of painting eyes. Actually, you know what? I have an idea.
Ooh,
gonna go to
I have an idea.
So basically, there's a way that you can do space between eyes, right? And like what you do for the lenses is essentially you color it white, right? Like a white color, and then you put a wash over it,
That makes
and that
sense.
gives a good result because the white stands out while everything else is kind of like a little more muted, so it looks kind of glowy. So I'm gonna go do that because I have a Wraithbone base here. Hang on, I think I need to get my Flesh Tears red actually. So,
My
I'm
black
thinking-
wash
I'm thinking
idea
of
came
I'm
out
thinking of
really
it.
fucking well. I'm not gonna lie. My black wash looks freaking sick. I was like, I wasn't gonna do a black wash, and then I did one, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks amazing. It looks really fucking good. Better than I was expecting the black wash to look. And I'm just making it crazy, 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 crazy thin. And just kind of dabbing it in there, and like, oh my goodness. This is also the same method that I use for Gunpla. When I'm really wanting to get like a nice dirty look on my Gunpla, I'll just do like a dark gray, really thin wash over everything, and it just kind of gives like a weathered look while also panel lining at the same time. But yeah, see the difference? Like that looks amazing. With literally just like a little bit of a wash, a little bit of thin paint. Like, it's crazy how much more details kind of popped out of there out of nowhere. Ellybot, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right. Looking good. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really coming along.
I don't have Flesh Tears red, but I have Blood Angels red, so
Now I'm kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about crab legs.
The crab got to you. I mean, I
The
get it.
crab got to me.
I get it. I love crab
I do
very
love
much.
crab. Not gonna lie. Why it be so good though?
I don't know. But either way, I'm happy to eat the sea bugs. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this eye thing to work. Crab
Nice.
ramen? Maybe.
Crab ramen sounds
Possible.
dope.
There's a non-zero chance.
I've never had
I mean,
crab ramen before.
neither have I.
Hi, Amp Kirill. How are
But
you? Thank you for popping in. I
surely
appreciate
someone's
it.
tried, right?
Yeah, for real. Okay, there we go. Now I'm using the contrast at like full power to go into like the center bits.
Uh-huh. Is looking
Where,
good.
where, yeah. Where it's supposed to be like really deep in color, you know? Like going into
Yeah.
the funnels, more or less. That's what I'll call these.
Okay.
Funnels.
Okay.
Yeah.
You crack those open, and that's where like the big crab, like the crab meat is.
Yeah, you gotta crack these open, then you can just
Ooh.
dig in.
All right. So wait. So
What do
if
you
anyone
think
wants to
Tyranid
see,
tastes like in the middle?
I feel like it would melt you. I feel like you would get heartworm and it would kill you.
You just die immediately. Death.
I'm sure that there have been guard rules that have been like, all right, boys, eat the Tyranids. Come on, we don't got food for everyone.
We don't got food. You better eat your Tyranids.
Yeah, eat your Tyranids. All right. By
Eat
the
your
way, chat. If
Tyranid
anyone wants
stew.
to see,
Otherwise, you don't get any food.
if anyone
Would
wants to see the
you-
eye thing that I'm talking about, sorry, go ahead.
Would you rather starve or eat Tyranid? Try out eating Tyranid.
Oh,
Or would you
I would
wait
try
and watch somebody else eat it first?
I would probably let somebody else eat it first, but I would happily try Tyranid, assuming it doesn't kill me. Also, gang, hang on, sorry. Let me.
Only a little bit of death.
So basically,
like a
what we're
small
trying
amount.
here is you see I put just a little splotch of white into where the eyes are.
Oh, I see.
So
I see.
in theory, we should be able to hit this with a contrast paint, and it'll really brighten it up. I think this guy turned out great, actually.
He looks
Jesus.
great. I love it.
I know. If you want
I
to see,
think it
he's
looks
pretty
really
much
good.
done. Besides the eyes, like see his backpack, all the details are painted in.
I still have quite a bit
I
to
did
do.
nice. That's okay. You're good. You're good. Don't worry. I'm happy to vibe and chill.
Have a good night, Marin. Thank you. But I
so
am
much,
fucking
Noel.
hungry, and I do have work tomorrow too. So
Hey, listen. We can end whenever is best for you.
yeah, I think I'm good if you are.
Let me Here, hang on. Let me put the
Maybe
eyes
hit
in
him
at
with
least.
like a little bit more. You're like, just one more thing. Just one more thing.
Yeah, just one more thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I mean,
just
I
like a
I was gonna
little
say
bit more.
I was gonna say I mean, ideally, I would like to finish this guy. I wouldn't mind, but if you want to call it, like you totally can. But I think I'm probably gonna try to finish this
Wrap
guy
him
tonight,
up,
'cause
finish him
I
up.
feel like he's so close. It's literally just the basing, you know.
Yeah. Here's what I'll do then. I want to go get McDonald's before they close. They close
Okay.
in like 20 minutes.
Right.
So, thank you for hanging out with me. I will give you everybody in chat.
Okay, thank you
Here
so
you go,
much.
guys.
For sure.
I'm
Everyone
gonna go
can
get
see what
myself
we're-
some McDonald's, and you guys can go hang out with Jaden for the rest of the night. And I
What we're
hope you
working
guys
on.
enjoyed us doing a little bit of Warhammer stuff tonight. And you had a good time.
For sure, Ryan. See you later. For sure, though, Maki. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. We're honestly, I'm probably not going to be on like that much longer. I'm really just trying to finish this. I just
Yeah.
want to finish this guy. Like, so
I don't
I'm
blame you.
literally just doing his base. But yeah.
I wish McDonald's did not close so soon.
Is yours not 24 hours? Because mine is 24 hours.
No, it's not. It's not. Sadly,
Oh,
no. It
wait,
closes at like 10 p.m., so it closes in 20 minutes.
wait, that's tragic.
I know, it's so tragic. So tragic.
Oh,
All right,
I'm
I'm
sad you
kicking you
can't be
guys
here
out.
when I finish it. You were getting kicked out. Okay,
There you go, guys. You're getting kicked out.
understandable.
There you go. You can have them.
All right. Well, Maki, thank you so much, though.